Well, last time in our little campaign, which was about a month ago, with various scheduling issues, but you know, scheduling always do be the bane of D&D, the final boss. Last time, your intrepid party had headed out from the barracks of the Hooded Lanterns, heading east into the heart of Drakenheim, heading towards the western edge of Market Square, where early on, as you headed deep into the heart of the market district, you encountered a number of the remaining denizens of the former busy economic heart of the city that were now reduced to shambling dregs of their former selves. Managing to avoid several encounters of these creatures, you continued to head east towards the cosmological clock tower on the eastern corner of the market square. Your destination to secure a third point of incursion for a widespread assault of Temple Gate and the Cathedral of St. Vitrovio that is now occupied heavily by the Garmir, a wolf-like bipedal race of insatiable creatures, for the lack of a better word, led by a leader known as the Lord of the Feast, a massive, dangerous Garmir creature unlike any of the others that you have experienced thus far. Despite some slip-ups on your way, you stormed into the base of the cosmological clock tower, getting a surprise on the denizens that had occupied this space. A large flock of angry harpies, which you proceeded to engage with at the base of the tower, going back and forth with these creatures, managing to dispatch all those you see currently. But now you are left at the base of the clock tower, deciding what you would like to do, as Giorgio had pointed out early on that it appears there are still other creatures that have called this place home. As you approached, you saw shadowy creatures up in the belfries and possibly even more further up the tower. This tower stretching high into the city skyline of Drakenheim, one of the few locations that extends past the looming fog known as the haze, hence why it has become a critical point of this incursion that was being planned, as it is one of the few places that could potentially avoid the debilitating effects of the haze, inhibiting your ability to take a long rest. At this point, you stand deep in the guts of the first base level of the clock tower and slightly above, staring up at the bells high above, approximately 120 to 150 feet up these spiraling stairs going ever skyward into the bowels of this clock tower. What would you like to do?
All right, just to retain, we all the harpies that like we can hear or ascertain are within this building have been slain by us previously, just because I had to exit.
As far as you can tell.
The
As far
first
as we can tell.
30
Right.
to 40 feet, right?
Yeah, we took a good amount, but we don't know if it's all of them.
Yeah, so the only thing I can think of
I think
is
we know
we
for
can...
I think we know for certain there's more much higher.
Yeah.
I think
Yeah.
like that's not even a question. There are more much higher, but I think for the first, what was it, Stopper? I think the first 3 floors we cleared out.
You saw creatures that descended down from approximately between 90 and 120 feet above you.
Oh, okay,
Alright.
much higher than I remember then.
Yeah, so I want to keep in mind that I want to be like, if possible, if these things come flying into this middle of this bell tower at us, like while we're climbing, like this is just my thought process. If like take it or don't. If these things come flying at us in this middle of this bell tower, I want to be able to utilize someone like to be able to like maybe take out one of the ropes and drop the bell on fucking 20 of them if there's 20 of them up there. Because I'm worried.
Smart.
Like that's what I'm saying. Like I'm seriously like, we've dealt with like a bunch already, but I'm scared it's not like even, you know, the chunk of them.
Right.
So I'm saying if we get outnumbered, I want to be able to like just have that in mind. Everyone like, I got a crossbow, but like I know that I'm not the main ranger here. But I want to have that in my. If they're in that middle area and we're not, I'm fucking dropping that shit on 'em. However, that being said, I think we do have to climb. Am I wrong?
Oh yeah, no, we definitely have to.
Yeah, we gotta go up.
Yeah, I'm worried.
Do we hear any more like
I'm not
scurrying
worried.
or anything going on right now?
Pardon me?
Or like see anything if we look up?
You can go ahead and give me a perception check. It is quite dim, so please do so at disadvantage.
Can I go so with my seeing in darkness, whatever it's called?
Yeah, if you want to assist
Slightly,
to reduce
yeah.
the disadvantage, yeah, to just a normal roll, you can
Yep.
go ahead and do that.
Sick.
So do I have to give him the roll still, but just take out the disadvantage? Or?
Right. Oh, there you go. Well,
Doesn't matter. Look, he's out.
there you go.
We wasted
Oh,
it. Let's
sorry.
go.
Hey, I did my. I'm trying really hard to get in it today. Let's go.
With Chugrulk's perceptive eyes granting you increased vision at longer distances through this dim light and darkness of the belfries, you do notice that there are a pair of forms moving about slowly, approximately 150 to 200 feet, much closer to the actual hanging bells of the clock tower high above you. But other than that, and were it not a natural 20, I would say it would even be hard to see that at this distance. Even with dark vision only extends out to 60 feet, but with that perceptive roll, you would notice that there are two large forms at this distance, high up and closer to the actual bells themselves. About 180 to 200 feet up of this 300-foot clock tower.
Okay.
But you don't seem to see anything in between there. But you do see a number of forms, and this kind of coincides as you explain this to the group. This kind of coincides with what you noticed outside, Giorgio. That there are additional something or other higher up in the tower.
Okay. And just looking up, would we be able to see if we went up the stairs, if there would then be like a formal landing that we could get to?
Each.
We don't have the map. Do we have the map up right now, or am I just tripping?
Let me pull up the map so
No,
I can
it's
explain
not.
it.
No, you're
Yeah,
right.
it's not working.
That's all good. I was just wondering.
Right,
if I was
right. I hadn't pulled it up yet, so we'll go ahead and do that
So
real
good.
quick.
So I do remember roughly like what it looked like, but I'm just curious.
Right.
Let me pull that up real quick. Right now, you all are on the first floor. So you came in from the. This is kind of deceiving. This would be the western edge of the clock tower as it faces west.
Okay.
It's on the eastern edge of the market square, or the eastern half, and it faces west. So this would be
That huge field.
right.
From the perspective of this, we were headed downwards, but we were really running east. Is that right?
So this is north and on the right. Yeah.
Right.
No,
Cardinal directions would be that.
Never eat soggy Weet-Bix, guys. Come on. Never entertain sexy women.
Oh.
But as you go up, let me explain what this kind of looks like as you go up. Every 60 feet or so, there's landings, and the actual catwalks that wrap and spiral up the clock tower they vary a little bit, but they're about anywhere from 6 to 7 feet wide.
Okay.
And there's individual corners, and they just wrap the perimeter of this interior clock tower. Despite the intricate facade that's on the outside of this clock tower, the interior is very utilitarian.
Yeah, I remember you saying that.
Like,
That's
it's
okay, that's
unfinished.
good to know.
There's just grout lines, everything from the brick. It is very much mechanically sound, but it is not made to look pretty. The only people who are intended to come into this space were those servicing the mechanics of the clock tower. And Giorgio, you would remember that the clock tower has not been functional in over 100 years.
Yeah, okay.
Yeah. And it was like, that was where like, I asked that question because it just happened to be that date where it was very similar to exactly 100 years later.
It was, I
And so
believe,
I was-
it's 111
concerned.
years exactly.
Yeah, and it was like 11 o'clock, and I was very. But yeah, I was like waiting for something fucking catastrophizing to happen because of that.
But are you all proceeding upwards?
Yeah, I'm definitely.
Yeah.
So I think I'm always going to be on. I can't remember. Giorgio's tail, because like I've got the reach and he's got the body.
Mhm.
So
I think
if that's good, I'm good.
I think with us coming up and these things being able to fly, like we're inside the clock tower. I think having one of us in the back, and I'll be at the back, one of us in the back, just in case something tries to come up from beneath us.
Wait, what about if I go second to last? Because I can still reach over the person behind me.
Oh yeah, because you have the reach.
I got 10 foot. Yeah.
Yeah, second to last or
Yeah, I think that's the
second.
way. Maybe you, Giorgio, and I'll go like towards the
I
end.
think you in the front would probably be better because the likelihood of something coming up from behind us is not high. But
Okay, no,
Yeah.
one of us here just in case.
I agree with Georgia. Yeah, I
Yeah.
think he should. Yeah.
No worries. All right, I'll lead the charge. I still am rocking a shield as well, so that's handy. All right, so whose turn is it? Sorry. Like if we are progressing, just
We're not in initiative right now,
Yeah,
so
Oh, sorry. Right. Sorry. Yeah.
We'll
Sorry.
do initiative, get
We'll just
to it.
continue. Yeah. So I guess like we know what our like order is, and we're just progressing on.
Hey, there's really no order right now. Oh, you mean like in the line? It's you,
Yeah,
and then
like-
I mean,
yeah,
me.
exactly.
Doesn't really matter. I mean, I can go in front of Cedric, I guess. Yeah,
Right.
doesn't really matter.
if you
I was
were
just
to
meant
walk
in-
shoulder to shoulder, you could walk 2 file up these stairs.
two.
Yeah,
Okay.
you could go
Oh,
2
that's
file.
not
They're
bad,
that
actually.
wide, but not much more than that. Like you
Okay.
wouldn't be able to go 4 wide. You would, one of you or 2 of you would like fall over the railing.
All right, I'm gonna throw out the suggestion of like I go two-fold in the back, and Giorgio goes in the front for the 2.
Wait,
So
say again.
again,
That's fine.
I just meant to be in that I can still reach like over one person in front of me. So like if you go in the front 2 file and I go in the back 2 file with like
Yeah.
one of the rangers, like we're laughing.
Yeah, that works.
Yep.
Yeah, I can be up front.
And vice versa, I can still
close-
reach over the back.
Close
so-
to railing.
Yeah, 100%.
Yeah, I'll be close to railing if someone wants to be closer to the wall side.
Yep. Yeah, I'll go railing on the back side.
I must ask, how are you all proceeding? Are you just walking up normally? Are you trying to be discreet? How are you all proceeding up these stairs?
I've got a disadvantage on stealth. I'm not gonna lie to y'all.
I think we all have a disadvantage
Yeah,
on
I
stealth.
think so.
Yeah, we all do.
Yeah. So I think
I don't know. Like, I feel like we would have given up any sort of cover by just fighting.
I agree.
I don't know, 12 harpies.
Yeah.
So, I think
they
that if we
screech,
just,
if I'm
yeah,
not mistaken.
I think that if we just start like working our way up at like not running but a steady pace.
I think also like that being said, if they're like not showing themselves and they are still there, I think that they're deliberately like hiding / trying to make something happen. Like they've realized, okay, yeah, our attacks into them aren't working.
Right.
So I'm with you.
Okay. As you ascend the tower, you see intermittently through the various stained glass windows that surround these areas, approximately 30 to 60 feet every level, there's these intricate stained glass windows depicting various historical events of the city, major attempts at overtaking the city, battles of the Von Drakens, the original founding family of nobility that founded the city that was later usurped by the Von Kessels, the last nobility that ran the city of Drakenheim, that ruled over this land. But you see large-scale incursions, the murals or stained glass depictions of the construction of the various walls surrounding the city that have made this impenetrable, well-guarded stronghold of a city in its prime. You see various depictions on other levels of the planetary alignments, the various theories of interaction between the various planes of existence in this universe that the continent exists on. But as you come closer and closer to the belfries, the large brass and bells that hang above in various levels and sizes to give tones and musical notes to the city as the clock tower once functioned, you begin to see two large winged forms. You hear deep guttural growling from these creatures. I'm sorry, go ahead.
Just real quick, but when you say large, do you mean big or do you mean D&D large?
D&D large.
Okay, terrifying. Go ahead. Sorry.
Wait, hang on. Did you say? And did you? I heard like we hear large wings, and that to me, I heard one set of wings, and then you said they. And so is there more than one of?
I said two large forms.
Two
Oh,
large
right,
winged
okay.
creatures.
Two large
I thought you
winged.
meant like two wings,
No.
as in like two. Yeah, right.
Two
that's my bad.
large winged creatures. So
Okay. Cool,
yeah.
cool.
Yeah, sorry about that. Sorry. Keep
No,
going.
you're good.
No, my bad as well.
And you hear this guttural growling as you approach up the stairs. Who are the first two in the line?
I'm not. I think it's
I'm up
Georgio.
front.
Yeah, I think me and this is two Goliaths.
Okay. Each of
They
you
were
give
rubbing our
me
shoulders.
a perception or nature check.
Perception or nature?
Perception or nature? Let me see what I've got.
I will say that nature is slightly easier. But...
I'm rolling perception.
Okay.
Well, now you tell me.
I've got a 19 total.
19.
On perception, yeah, 19 total.
Mine's a 6 total.
You don't necessarily... You wouldn't know... You don't catch this standing behind Georgio, Cedric, but Georgio, you don't necessarily know what these creatures are, but you begin to see the forms of these creatures just coming through as you see kind of the failing light coming through some of these stained glass windows. It is quite dim in this area, so it is difficult, but you see this main surrounded face with these jagged, sharp teeth and these piercing eyes glaring at you of this quadrupedal form, this large creature with these outstretched, thin, bat-like wings stretching out from the creature's ends. And just on the trailing edge of this shadow as you approach, this whipping tail lined with spikes that flare out from the end of the tail. This almost feline form, this main body of the creature, as it rears up, you can see the muscles tensed as it stares you all down from the top of the stairs. Another one you see perched on one of the hanging bells. Its large feline-like claws digging into the metal, and as it hangs and stares at you from further back, growling in the shadows. Why do you approach? Leave!
Great.
I got nothing to say. I got
Yeah.
nothing to say.
Do you continue to approach?
I'm stopping. But I don't have anything to say. I'm not saying anything. I at least hesitate in my walking, in my ascent.
From where you stand now, about 40 feet down the stairs, as you spiral up, first beginning to see the shadowy forms of these two creatures, you again hear this guttural voice and growl down from above. This is our home. Our matron does not welcome you. Leave.
I'm spooked, man.
So we can't actually see these things, or at least
You can-
most of us cannot see these. We can just hear them at this point.
At this point, those of you who do have dark vision would be able to see it just a bit better. But those of you who do not, it is all you see is this shadowy form of this large feline-like creature with this lion's-like mane and the face of a human. And you see... I'm sorry, go ahead.
No, I was just gonna say, is there any way that I can like perceive anything like that's helpful for us, like with a perception or anything like that?
I was about to say...
Like, am I, like looking for like weak points, etc.?
If you would like to know more about these creatures, give me a nature, or give me a nature check.
All right.
That
was the first one.
The first one?
Yeah.
You don't necessarily know what this creature is. You've not encountered it before. But at this distance, you can see it much clearer than your party. You don't see really any of the coloring or anything, as dark vision is in black and white, but you see the distinct form of this creature. This human-like face with these jagged fangs, this huge row of fangs that goes almost from ear to ear, and this horrifying smile as it and scowl as it looks down upon your group. And you see this striped like feline body and these thin bat-like wings that outstretch far beyond the main body, and then also the swinging tail lined with 20 plus, if not 30 or 40 of these thin porcupine-like spikes that jet out in all directions from the end of the tail like a deadly pincushion.
We got a fucked up chimera here, guys. What's going on? All right.
Final warning, mortals, leave!
While they're yelling at us, can I go ahead and behind my shield charge a guided bolt?
Yeah.
I seem to leak some oil.
Give me, while you're doing this, before you cast, give me a sleight of hand check to see if you can do this without them noticing. Yeah.
12?
Yeah, you can go ahead and get it off before they have a time to react to this first one.
Boing, yoing, let's
So
go.
go ahead and go ahead and roll for the attack. See if you hit.
Alright, let's see, where are we?
That's
Nat
good.
20.
That is a nat 20.
Yeah.
Roll for
let's
damage.
Go. Roll that beam footage, baby.
Let's go, baby.
While he's doing that, casting this
Roll
spell,
that
go ahead.
footage.
Everyone can give me initiative rolls.
Anishi.
Oh, wrong one.
Give me that description of this guy's self. Let's go, baby.
So
Okay.
Oh my god, fucking
critical,
hot roll.
so-
Jesus.
So whatever the dice was, you'll double that and then add the. I don't know if that was the.
That was just. Yeah, so that would have been 1530 damage overall then.
Oh.
That's fucking crazy, bro.
Not me, terrible roll. All right, okay, good start, good start. All right,
That's
let's
alright,
go.
Shiny. We needed you last anyway. That's it's planned. Prep.
Save the best for last. That's all right. I'm here.
Right, exactly.
I'm ready.
We prepped you. Oh, man.
Hiding behind
now.
Georgio's large form, you cover the divine energy in the palm of your hand as the glow begins to extend out. And just before they catch wind of what you're trying to do, you sail your hand just above Georgio's left shoulder, and this bolt of divine energy sails out over his shoulder, slamming directly into the face of this large feline creature, searing its flesh, burning away hair, and doing a severe amount of damage to this creature as you strike true with the divine energy of your spell. Quite the blow straight away. But yeah, let me go ahead and roll for these guys real quick, and then we'll get this initiative
the next
going.
attack against the one that I hit is with advantage. With
Right.
whoever ends up making the attack.
Right.
Ah. Good.
The next attack on that, the next attack on that
Not-
creature is with advantage.
Yes. Yeah, just
Yes.
the next attack made against that target.
Okay.
Before the end of my next turn. So
Please let
long
me
as
go
someone
next,
gets
because I
it.
want to attack the other one so badly. Have we had a short rest, by the way, like before, like after last session?
You
Nope.
have not.
No.
No.
We
Okay.
we just charged our way up, man.
No, that's alright. Just because I just was wondering if I had my action surge or not.
No, you would not.
No, but I do have my surprise attack.
Yes, if you attack a creature before.
The other one. Yeah.
Well,
that's
any
why
of
I'm
them
saying
before they have had time to go through the initiative order.
Oh, right. So even though that's where I was confused. Even though he got attacked by Cedric, I can still attack that one and still get the surprise attack.
If you go before them in the initiative order.
Right. Okay, that's wild. I thought because they'd been attacked, it wouldn't work. That's cool.
Right. Anytime that you are before them in the initiative order.
Oh,
We've
cool.
got Georgio, you are 21 total?
Oh, yeah,
19
21
plus.
total.
Okay.
19 plus 2, yeah.
Okay, and then I believe. Yeah. Chugrulk, you're next. As far as you guys go, and then and okay. As the bolt sails out, it was 30 total, right?
Yeah, 30 damage total.
Yeah, with the critical.
Yeah.
You see the divine energy sear the flesh of this large cat-like creature as it cries out in anger. Its companion growling at you all from above, almost shaking the bell that it clings to. And I will go ahead and pull this up for you all. Just a moment here. All right. You can go ahead, once I pull this up, you can drag your tokens onto the map.
Yikes.
But these are the creatures you see. The one you struck is the one on the far left, and then there's the other one hanging from the bells to the right. But you would be coming up this staircase in the top left-hand corner. Let me pull this
So we're coming up the spiral staircase, is that right?
Yes, you're in that top left staircase coming up. And these stairs are pretty narrow, so you'd be pretty much single file coming up. So, Giorgio, you'd be probably the top of the stairs, Cedric being behind. On this top right corner is the... Yeah, there you go. Let's see. The one that you struck is the one I put the red dot on.
Cool.
And that's the one that was speaking to us, right?
Yes, that's the one that was trying to tell you to leave. But Giorgio, you are up first in the initiative. If you guys want to drag your tokens onto the board, you should be able to control them. If you go
How
to
do we
your...
get to them
You
again?
mean do it? We gotta pull it out of the thing, huh?
Yeah, go to the top where it says journal. It's
right,
like
yeah,
right
I
in the
got you.
middle. Yeah, drag your token
Right, yep.
and then drag it into that left corner.
Okay. Yeah, I forgot that you gave
Yeah, I
us that.
forgot how to do that again. I was trying to do it before.
Okay. So I'm first.
So I think, Georgia, do you want to go behind Cedric, maybe? I don't know.
Well, you've already said that Giorgio was at the front, Cedric was behind you, Chugrulk
Right,
would be...
yeah. I
Yeah,
wasn't sure what it
he
was,
stepped
but
behind me to hide
The
his.
circle staircase is tripping me out.
Right,
Yeah.
it's a little weird.
He stepped behind me.
I was last?
To...
Just trying to remember. Was I last?
Yeah.
Yeah,
Like
you would
the
be in
very
that...
last.
Yeah, you would be... Whoops.
I'm safe.
Wait, yeah, I'm last.
Or
I'm
like
not
here.
dead.
Okay. So.
Yeah, you're good where you're at, Tim. All right, but yes, Giorgio, you are up.
Okay, so I've got hand axes I'm going to throw, and I've got, let's see, what's going to be an 8 plus 9 is a 17.
Wow.
17 hits. Go ahead and roll for
17
damage as
hits.
you
Roll
wing
for
your first
damage.
axe at this creature.
Could be a d6 plus 6, so that's a 2, so 8 damage on that.
Okay.
And so it's the
You're
first
handling-
attack, and
Are
so
you
I'm the
handling
same
that
one that
I
was
used?
being hit. Yes, that was with advantage, so I've used up the advantage on him, I believe.
Okay.
And
2
so
plus
then
6 plus 2, so 10 damage.
2 plus 6 would be 8 damage. Is there bonus damage that I get?
You got. Oh, I'm sorry. It's with advantage. Never mind.
Right,
Sorry.
right. That
Yeah,
was...
so-
Advantage is the accuracy, not the damage.
Yeah. My brain.
Yeah, so 1d6 plus 6, I rolled a 2, so it's going to be 8 damage on the first hand axe. And then I will do that again with my second one for my second attack. And so I've got, that's going to be a 15 plus 9, which is a 24. That would, I presume.
24
also
absolutely hits. Go ahead and roll for damage.
hit. So I'll do that again.
Second
That's
one
gonna be,
striking true into the shoulder of this creature.
It's going to be a 1 plus 6, so 7 damage, so 15 total on the 2 attacks. Let me see, what is, hang on, let me see where it's, energy. Okay, it is a full action. Okay, never mind. So that will be it. So I've done that from here, and then I'm going to move. Let's see if I was here. 30 feet from there. I'm just gonna move to about right here because I don't want to get too close to this guy. And that's it, I think.
Okay. 2 critical strikes right after the guiding bolt, sailing true and striking into the creature. This creature is looking very damaged. At least the first one, as it cries out with anger, a mighty roar, muffled a bit by the atrium of this upper chamber, but nonetheless guttural and disturbing. As you see the rows of teeth beginning to glare from both of these creatures as they prepare to pounce. But not before Chugrulk, you are up.
Georgia, which one did you attack, sir?
the same one that we hit. That's
Yeah,
marked.
yeah. I would attack the other one, but I realized that I think I get disadvantage if I attack that one, so I might go for the one that and then try and just finish him off because we don't know if he's gonna go next, right? So my
What do you mean
30
about disadvantage?
Sorry.
What do you mean? Why would you?
Oh, so I realized that my thrown weapon has so it's got the 10/30 or 10/30. So I didn't know
yes.
until So I'm
So
still
30
learning.
would be
I
a
do
long range,
apologize.
therefore disadvantage. Yes.
Yeah, so that's why I'm still learning. Didn't realize that last week, so I probably did do like maybe 2 fights without that
It's
disadvantage. so I
fine.
do
We'll just
apologize.
remember it moving forward. You're also there's
Yeah.
a bell between you and this creature.
Okay.
So I would give them a half cover.
So
at
I was
least.
going to attack the one that's right next to me, just because then I don't get any disadvantage because it's melee attack.
Right,
Whereas if I went, so what I was going to do is I was going to go like here, but even if I attack then that one in the middle, I'm going to get that Yolko disadvantage because it's over 10 feet.
Right.
So that's why, so I'm just trying to learn because again, I'm pretty new to D&D.
Yeah.
So I think I'm going to go with trying to finish off this one. So I still get my, what is it called? I still get my, surprise attack because this one hasn't actually taken a turn.
Right.
So I'm gonna go with that. Yeah.
Okay. Well, yeah, you still got a hit, but I would assume you have a good chance.
I'm just trying to find out. I'm just trying to figure out. So I get an extra attack as well. So I get 2 attacks on this thing. All right. Nice.
Yes, you do.
So I'm gonna get a hit. Did that happen?
What you rolled absolutely a 21. Yes, you would definitely hit. Coming down hard with the sword directly into the bloodied flesh that this creature's already beginning to show. Go ahead and roll for damage. You would add your sneak attack or whatever it is, your surprise attack to this as well.
Right. Yeah. So this one has the oh wait, so this one's so this is the surprise. I didn't know there were 2 different things.
So yeah,
That's the surprise attack.
striking with a single blow as you are. So you'd be it'd be 11 total.
11
Still
total,
a deep gash into this creature.
Let's go. All right, and I'm gonna swing another shot at it.
Okay.
Let's go. Come on. Yike.
Oh, is it a 10 to hit?
Yep.
Unfortunately, a 10 does not hit as it
No, I
bites
didn't.
down hard on your sword, and it has your sword in between its. It has now you see as this bite comes down, there's a row. It's almost like a shark, where it has 3 rows of teeth that clamp down hard on the end of your blade, as it attempts to stop you from swinging, and holds on to your. Technically, you are
stolen my blade.
It's great as long as you hold on to the blade. It has you grappled, and your speed is 0.
Oh, fuck. Okay.
If you were to let go, you can let go of the blade, but it has your weapon in its teeth.
Fuck. All right. I'm gonna kick this thing in the head and let go of my blade and try and get some kind of distance.
Okay. Give me. Well, you've already made your attack, so you can't really try to. You wouldn't be able to do that.
I'm gonna maybe. All right. So I'll let go and I'll just jump. I'll leap aside. I'll leap to the side.
Okay. If you step outside of its melee range, it will get an attack of opportunity against you.
Oh. Okay.
But you can let go of the blade, or you can try to wrench it out and try to attack on your next turn. It's up to you.
I'm gonna hold this thing. I'm gonna hold the blade and try and just try and continue some strength against this thing to hold it into position.
Gnarly. All right.
Yeah.
All right. Is there anything else you'd like to try to do?
As I said, I can't kick, so I'm just gonna be trying to bend this blade against the teeth as hard as I can.
Okay. The blade holds true between the teeth and doesn't appear to be damaged in any way, but it has you grappled as long as you try to hold it. But with that, the creature that bites down on your blade now proceeds to assault.
Also, I screech, I believe, to the rest of my squad. That's the last thing I do.
Awesome. I love it. This creature is going to make 3 attacks against you. It is... Yeah.
Oh, no.
I believe, guys. I believe.
Just gotta believe.
I really hope to finish.
Misses completely as it swings against you. Next one is a 22 to hit. As the claw comes down hard on your shoulder as it holds your blade in its teeth. I believe a 22 hits.
It definitely is. Yeah.
Okay. And then the last one, you see the tail coming up above as a pair of spikes is jettisoned off the end of the tail directly at you.
Not like
And they miss completely. They hit the floorboards at your side. But there is one attack that did sink, so... Take 7 slashing damage from the claw.
damage.
As this creature continues to hold onto your sword, bearing the rows of teeth like a horrible Cheshire cat grin as it growls at you, holding your blade. But that's...
Should I know anything about slashing? Sorry, just before just put the damage in as 17. Should I know anything about slashing damage?
7, not 17. 7.
Sorry. Okay. Yeah.
Yeah, no, it's not 17.
My bad.
No, 7. Single digits. What were you going to ask, though?
I was just going to ask, does slashing damage, does that impact the damage at all? Or?
If you have for some characters, if you have a resistance to it, I don't believe you do.
Yeah, no, I've got a resistance to, I've got a critical hits immunity.
Right.
Yeah.
Right, so it would say it there. That's good to know.
Right,
Yeah,
this wasn't a critical hit, so you just,
Yeah,
but you
no,
did take slashing damage.
But it would say, like, in my defenses, it would say slashing damage.
Yeah, there's like slashing, piercing, bludgeoning.
Right. Like if you were a barbarian and you were raging, you have resistance to bludgeoning, piercing, and slashing damage by default.
Okay, again.
So you just
I appreciate that because I'm pretty new to like any of the characters.
Yeah, if you look at the top of your
no.
character sheet, you see resistances, and it'll tell you if you're resistant to something.
Oh, okay, nice. Thank you.
But with that, Cedric, you are up as you see this creature biting down on Chugrulk's longsword, while the other one prepares to whip its tail at you all from the belfries.
I'm gonna go ahead and run up to the one that has Chugrulk's sword in its mouth.
Okay.
And I'm gonna attempt to hit it underneath its chin.
Okay.
And hopefully just break its teeth.
All right. Go for it.
Let's see. A solid 10.
Fortunately, it does not pierce its leathery, fur-covered hide as it shrugs off your blow. This was a melee attack, correct?
Yeah, I ran up and tried to do a melee
so somewhere
attack.
right there.
Oh, yeah, sorry. Yeah, I guess I would be right up against him.
Yeah.
And then I guess I'll go ahead and cast my spiritual weapon.
Okay. You should be able to pull it.
Yeah, I have it.
Okay.
Where is it?
Yeah, I think I gave you that as well as some of the spell effects for AoE spells.
Yeah, you did. Okay, cool. Oh, I put 2 of them in now. Oh my god, what's happening? Okay, there we go. Yeah, it's in the spot that I want it. So I'm just gonna go ahead and attempt to hit it with my big old club hammer.
Okay, go for it.
Where? There it is.
Another crit. Jesus, man. Yeah, absolutely. This.
Nice.
Yeah. Go ahead and roll for damage. Let's see.
Fucking
It'll
rad.
be for 8, 11 total.
11 total. How do you want to do this?
Ooh. I want to go ahead and hit Chugrulk's sword into its mouth further.
I love it. I love it. Spiritual weapon side swipes into this blade, and as the creature tries to hold it down, the divine pressure of this strike drives it through, and you watch as the longsword sails out through the edge of the creature's face, almost Heath Ledger Joker style, as the blade sails through half the skull before exiting out, as this large feline-like creature slumps to the deck of this landing and is no more.
As I pick up my sword, I fist bump Cedric and give him a little wink.
That's all I got.
That was awesome. I love it.
That's dope.
That was amazing. This other creature, seeing your combative strength, moves away, but before doing so, you see this thin tail with these spikes hanging from it whip back like a bullwhip, and as it comes back forward, 3 spikes are going to come at 1 at Georgio and 2 at you, Chugrulk, as you are directly in front here. So the first one for you, Georgio, is a natural 1. These things can't hit the broadside of a fucking barn.
Top of the head.
Chugrulk, the next one for you is a 22.
Yep. Definitely hits.
The one after that is a dirty 20.
I have an armor class of 20, so I'm not sure.
So
how
if
that
it
works.
if it meets, it beats.
Roller wins.
Okay. Yep.
So
2 hits.
Yes, you take 2 hits on that one. So you're gonna take. You're gonna take 12 piercing damage from those 2 bolts together. The
So I'm not sure. Just how does Shield Master Evasion ever work? If an effect allows half damage on success, you can use your reaction to take no damage. Just out of curiosity.
That's if you have to make a dexterity saving throw. This is just a normal ranged attack. Yep.
Yeah, that's why I was just curious. I kept seeing
There's a lot of stuff that'll say that. It'll say if you succeed on this, you take half damage instead.
Right.
Right. Yeah. So
I think
I don't think I've got anything that changes anything.
I think Shiny's Spectral Cannon, whatever it's called, does that. Yeah.
Oh, I remember that. Yeah, actually. No,
It's like you blast some fire if he does the flamethrower, and if they make the dex save, then they take half damage instead. That would be something.
Yep.
So a lot of spells are like that.
Yeah, AoE,
no, that's
things
cool.
like that. This is just like a ranged. This is like an arrow.
Yeah, I just didn't want to have to like interrupt every 5 seconds with that one. So now at least I know.
Right. If I
yeah,
ask
no
you to
worries.
make
So
a
that's
dex
normal
save,
damage.
then you'll know.
Then that's where it's going. Yep.
Mhm.
All right, that one is normal, 100%.
Okay. Yeah. So you take 12 piercing damage.
Okay.
As this creature growls at you all, releasing this awful guttural roar from deep within its sternum. But with that, Tim, you are up.
Okay. Let's take a gander here. All right. All right. So real quick, in the top left, where the 4 square, like this, the square, like this, the 4 stone squares, like that's not the staircase here. I'm just gonna like here this thing because I can't draw. I don't know how to. Yeah, that's
you
blocked,
wouldn't be able to get through
right?
that wall. This is like a pillar.
Yeah, that's why I wanted. That's why I wanted to make sure if it was a pillar or not.
Right.
Okay.
So these posts, you can, like, you would be able to fire something through them here because they're like intermediary kind of horizontal beams in between these posts, but it would be a more difficult shot. I would give this creature probably half cover or 3/4 cover even through there. So if you wanted to hit, you would need to say stand in this location and then shoot through if you were to fire something. But I would probably
or I can not do that and I can do magic missile and not worry about it at all.
Go for it.
Wow.
Yeah, absolutely. Go for it.
I just have to make sure where
Thank you
it
for the
is.
explanation, DM. By the way, it doesn't matter.
I'm cool with it.
I'm just trying to make sure where it is if I used it already. I don't think I did for today. I just want to make sure. No, it doesn't look like I did. No, I can. Okay, cool. Alrighty. And it's 120 feet, so yep, I can. So I will do that. I only can use it once a day, so this will be the one. So 1, 2, 3.
Okay, so a total of 10 damage.
8. No, 10. You're right. Sorry. Yeah.
3 bolts, 10 damage. Okay.
Yeah.
You watch as the missiles sail through the columns, darting around in non-linear fashion, tracing their way to their target and sailing into the face and shoulders of this creature, doing a decent amount of damage, but it continues to growl at you all. With that, can I get somebody to roll me a d20, please? Just a straight d20.
I got it. 15.
15. You don't hear anything approaching or moving towards you all. And Giorgio, you are up.
Okay. So that guy's moved a little bit. I can pass through the right here, right? I don't have to like they're standing next to each other, but I can just walk over here, right?
Yeah, yeah, you could move.
Okay.
You would need to move around. Yes, it wouldn't be a straight line because you would fall.
Right. Yeah. So,
Yeah,
but I think that's 30 because if I go here, 15.
Yes.
30's right on them.
Yes.
Can I make this corner from where I am?
Yeah. You would just walk
Because
around.
that would put me 30 right on the other side, and then
Just
which is
right
where I'm
at
trying to get.
Right.
Okay.
It's
So
not
if I
a
go
straight
there,
line, but yes.
There, that's 30. I can pick up both of the hand axes that I had. Is this open? There's the bells here. This is a landing, right?
Right. It's completely open once you go past this landing, this railing that you see going all the way around. But this gray area is a straight fall down to the first floor.
Okay, so the bells are suspended from above.
Yeah, there's ropes
And
holding these bells.
There's nothing to stand on. Okay.
Nope. No, the only standing areas that you see are the landings on the surrounding edges.
Okay. Then I will do nothing else.
Okay. Yeah, this creature here is actually flying in air. Prior, it was hanging off one of these bells. Now it's actually flying above where you all, or across from where you all are at now. But if that's all, Chugrulk, you are up.
Okay, so now that you are right on that banister, I am low, but so what do I got? 1, 10, 12, 15, and I can go to here.
Yeah, you would be able to get to
Oh,
well, you have 10-foot reach. You would be able to get into melee range with it.
yeah, no, that's what I literally only just remembered about the.
Yeah, you'd be right there as the.
Just able to.
Yeah, you're just in melee with it.
Now, this is something I am gonna so I'd like to have a discussion with my team, but I know that we're in a short time span. I don't remember if we still, only because it's in my equipment and I'm not sure if I have to remove it. But the ointment that we picked up a long time ago, have we still got that or not?
Yes, if you still
so.
had it, yeah, you should still have it. I don't know if
Yeah,
you
because I've got it in my backpack. So yeah, and I'm pretty sure it's still there. We got 4 uses of it. It's consumable salve. I was just and I'm not saying I need it right now, but I'm starting to think about it. I'm starting to consider.
I need it.
Yes.
Right. You have your ointment, and then you
We
also
do, yeah.
have your fighter ability, your second wind ability that you can use as a
Yes.
bonus action.
So the second wind ability, I don't. Wait, where was it? I think that's 1 per short rest. That's my problem because I used it in the bottom floor.
Oh, you already used it. Okay.
Yeah.
Yeah. And yeah, you wouldn't have it then.
Yeah, I think I did at least. Or did I? Am I thinking of my action surge?
You used your action surge. Did you mark your second wind on your character sheet?
No, well, I didn't mark my action surge, which is the concerning part.
Go ahead and
I marked it now.
I'll leave it up to
but-
chance. Go ahead and roll me a d20 on a
Alright, yeah, that makes sense.
10 or higher. I'll let you use it. Anything
Alright.
anything lower than we'll say you used it on the basement floor.
Fair, okay.
19? Yeah, you got it.
All right. So
Because I don't remember
yeah,
either.
I will use... No, I don't think I did, to be honest, because I wasn't that low down there. But it's good to check. Like, you know, I don't want to be unfair. I did also wasn't sure about a couple other rules when we were down there, so I'm still learning. So I will use this one. How do I use it? Do I just click the D10 thing? Oh, yep.
Right. Yeah, second wind would be a d10 plus. So yeah, you got maximum healing back from that.
Nice.
So yeah, but make
That
sure
is
you
really good.
make sure you mark it.
Yep, just marked
So,
it.
yeah.
So I've marked both of them now, so I know exactly what I've actually done.
Right, because moving forward, I'm just going to default to say if you don't
No,
remember,
yeah,
then you
yeah,
don't
no.
got it.
Yeah,
Yeah,
just
and I'm more than happy with that. That's why I was like saying it now,
Cool.
because I do want to admit that I didn't know what was going on with the whole like short range versus long range last week.
For
Or
this
last time.
one, just so that everybody feels a little bit better, I'm scrolling back through the chat logs and I don't see a roll for second wind.
Yeah, I don't think I used it.
Right,
but
right.
Yeah, I do appreciate
So,
it. I'm
at-
more than
at
happy
least-
to take a loss in future if it's like that. So that's good.
Alright.
That being said, I now do have 42 health, and I'm gonna shit on this guy. So I'm gonna hit him.
Nice.
All right. With a 20, yes, absolutely hits. Go ahead and roll for damage.
Heck yes. All right, I'm gonna slash this thing, and I'm gonna like reach really far because I really am. I'm aiming for this thing's throat.
With a single-handed attack of 9, yes, absolutely. You dig in hard with your long bugbear arms and this extended reach of this long sword. You cut in deep to one of the shoulders and gash up down to the bottom of the chin with this upward strike. And the second attack.
This clock tower is my domain, to be honest. Let's go. And that is literally all I have.
You still have one more attack.
Oh, wait, really? Even
Yeah,
without
because
a
your
surprise attack?
second wind is a bonus action.
Oh,
So
wild. Okay.
fighter ability at level 5 gives you 2 attacks per action. The 16, yes, just hits.
All right, get shit on.
Another 10 damage as you carve deeper into the flesh of this creature as it releases another guttural roar at your face.
Oh man, just to be clear, I kicked that shit into its neck further in that last minute.
I love it.
I'm
I
all
love
about
it.
using the feet, you know. I gotta get it in there.
I love it. Cedric,
All
you are up.
I'm gonna start with my bonus action and move the spiritual weapon right up against it.
Okay.
And make an attack with it. Let's
Go
see.
for it.
A 12.
Fortunately, a 12 does not hit. It swings out of the way while still staying face to face with Chugrulk, but it does not hit.
Okay. I'm gonna just move. I'm gonna stay up against the wall and just kind of move here. Would this give me a clear line of sight at it?
Yes, if you were to throw or shoot something, I would give it extra cover because it is a difficult shot, but yes, you do have line of sight.
Okay, yeah, I just need line of sight. I'm gonna go ahead and cast Toll the Dead.
Okay, what's the save DC?
14 wisdom.
Oh, this is close. Let me see what this has.
No, it's not.
It made a 13 wisdom save. It rolled a 12 with a +1, so yeah, go ahead and roll for damage, and it is the D12 because it's damaged. Man, that could not have been closer. Oh my god.
A 1 and a 12, so 13.
13, alright. We gotta do some math here. As you hear, and almost like the additional ringing as your normal, the bells now with this reverberating divine energy bouncing off the additional bells. All of you hear this ringing begin to echo off of these bells as Cedric casts the spell, which is normally reserved for its target. Now you all hear this same ringing of bells, even though there's no motion of these objects. But the only one taking any type of damage is this creature, and it is bloodied.
We're good.
Is there anything else you'd like to do?
Nah, I don't have anything else.
All right. With that, the creature is going to swing and whip its tail back and drive all these bolts at you, Chugrulk, as you have been closest as well as the most annoying to it. As it reaches out this guttural roar again and swings these tail spikes at you.
Hey, I can't blame it.
One is a 22 to hit.
Yep, definitely hits.
The next one I think is only a 16, so it does not hit.
No.
Other one is a 24 to hit.
Yep.
All right. It's going to be 2 strikes. Not very good damage. That is 9 total piercing damage for you.
Let's go.
And with that,
I've been quite close to getting crit like a bunch of times.
Well, we had one that was negated last session.
Yeah. I was just saying, like, all these 20 plus rolls, I'm like, fuck.
Right. Tim, you are up.
Okay. I just want to make sure. Hold on. It's what's the lighting situation in here?
It is dim light. So from where you are right now, unless you were to get a little bit closer, I would say a ranged attack would be at disadvantage. Well, no, because the other one was fine. I would say
Well, the other one,
yeah,
because that one doesn't require aim, so that's why I'm gonna move up. I just want to know like how close I need to get. Like if I go like here,
if you were to stand back here, you would also be shooting through these columns, which would be difficult. So I would give them 3/4 cover.
That's fine. I was gonna go here, so I'm out. So like they're not in cover. I don't mind.
Right, from that distance, I believe you'd be fine. So you do also have a little bit of light coming in from these stained glass windows, but it is a bit dim when you're standing back in those stairwell. But from there, yeah, you're fine.
Okay. Alrighty, so I'm gonna move up there, and then I will also cast. Just want to make sure. Do I want to do that? I am going to also. I just want to see. I just thought about something. Well, actually, it won't even matter. I can't. So actually, I am gonna go here. I can. If I stand here, I can technically still see him, right?
Yes, but you're shooting through these columns, so I would give him a little bit of a boost to AC. But yes, you could make the attack.
It's okay, because I'm gonna do Total Dead.
Okay, go for it. Okay, what's your save DC for that one? Wisdom. What's your spell save DC? Should be on your spells top of the page.
It says 15.
15.
Oh wait, no, sorry. I just want to make sure.
Should be the same as your other spells.
Yeah, it says Wiz 15, so I'm gonna go with 15
okay.
then.
They rolled a dirty 20, so unfortunately that does not hit.
Fuck. All right. Well, hold on. I just want to make sure. Oh, okay. I thought it was like a half. Okay, never mind. My bad.
Yeah.
All right.
No, it's save or suck on that one.
Okay, got it. Bummer. Okay, cool. Then I got nothing.
Okay. That we are back at the top of the round, and I need another D20 roll from somebody.
Okay, I'll do it.
You got it?
Just a straight D20.
Yeah, there it is. 20.
Oh,
No. You do not see anything else approaching as you all are making quite the ruckus in this belfry. But all you see now is this one creature. But with that, Giorgio, you are up.
Okay. So I will move. Let's see. 30 feet puts me there. I'm gonna go all the way to the corner right here, and that is it.
You're not going to attack or anything?
No, I don't. So I don't want to throw my stuff because if I throw them, then they're gonna fall.
Okay.
If it hits, if it misses, there's a chance it falls, or there's a chance it lands on here. But if I hit it, it almost certainly will fall, and I don't want to do that. And I can't get close enough to it to attack it with like melee attacks this turn.
Right.
And so I figure if I come over here and something else like comes in from the side or something, like, you know, we're spread out a little bit at least.
That's fair.
I got faith. We good.
All right. Well, with that, Chugrulk, we are back at you. You are in melee with this creature as it growls at you.
Yeah. So I still got my blade heavily stuck in this thing's
No,
shoulder.
No.
So I'm
you're
free
fine.
of it. All right. Sweet. Okay. What I will do is I will definitely I'm gonna swing at this thing again. I'm not gonna lie. This thing's looking at me right in the eyes.
It is giving you the side eye.
That's it.
The 16 just hits. Go ahead and roll for damage.
All right.
13. Ooh. Ooh.
Let's
Solid
go.
hit.
I'm literally staring this thing down while I'm grabbing my sword two-handed and I'm just shoving it in. I'm not having anything from this.
You still got one more attack.
Oh, I know, and I'm aware of it.
It's like, I know.
This
23 absolutely hits. Go ahead and roll for damage.
This thing's about to learn a lesson. So what I'm about to do is, again, I'm about to get my foot out and I'm gonna kick this thing into it
Okay.
from the hilt.
7 damage. Yes, this thing is looking heavily wounded, but it is still moving.
That's it. And then I'm just before the end of my turn, I'm just gonna wink at it and leave. Done.
Oh, I love it. All right, Cedric, you're up.
I'm gonna do the exact same thing. Go ahead and
Hell yeah.
swing with my spiritual weapon and
Okay. Go ahead and roll for damage, or roll to hit. Yeah, 22 absolutely crushes into this thing's skull.
9.
9 damage. All right. It is just barely hanging on, but it is not looking great with all these strikes from Chugrulk and the blasts from your companions. Is there anything else you'd like to do?
Staring this thing down. I got you.
Alright. I'm gonna try Toll the Dead on
All
it.
right.
Mine's 14.
It's a 5. Go ahead and roll for damage.
Yeah.
How do you want to do this?
Oh, it's just gonna go ahead and ring and hopefully just cause it to plummet the 120 feet or wherever we're at. Just straight down to the ground.
Do you guys recall that scene from, I think it's Spider-Man 3, where Venom's kind of like just being just excruciating pain from the ringing of the bells?
Yeah.
I imagine it's something to that degree. This amplification of these surrounding bells are just ringing in these things' ears as you watch a blood begin to pool from every orifice of this creature's body as it slumps down, and you watch this creature plummet down, and to the floor below in a pool of blood and flesh. And we are out of initiative.
Toll of the Dead. I just read that spell. That sounds so cruel.
All the Dead is brutal.
Yeah, it's one hell of a cantrip.
Holy shit.
You watch as these creatures are dispatched with relative ease and preparedness, and you look across, you look back to the way you came as the stairs continue to climb up. There are still, you're about, from what you can tell, about a little over half, maybe 2/3 of the way up this tower, about 180, 200 feet up the total length and breadth of this this structure.
I'm sorry. How much higher up to like another?
The total tower's
landing?
height from ground level to top of spire is about 300 feet.
Okay, we're like halfway up at this point.
You're about, yeah, more than halfway, maybe even 2/3 of the way up, based on
Okay.
what you can tell. What would you all like to do?
Do we just keep on going up?
Keep on keeping on.
Yeah, I think that's really our only option.
Yeah, it's not like we're gonna go back down and then just leave after dispatching.
Change my
everything.
mind.
That'd be fucking
Yeah.
weird.
I'm peacing out.
I would not like to wait for something to show up here, right?
True.
Give me one sec here. Again, how are you all proceeding up these stairs?
I'm fine with the same order as before. The
Yeah, I
stairs
was
are
thinking
pretty
that.
like covered, right?
I thought we were
Yeah,
going
yeah,
up. I'm
you're-
not gonna lie. I thought we had to like
Spiral
go around, like in the whole square to go up. So I'm in a bit of a different scenario with knowing
Not
it's
at
a
this
circle
point. Previously, yeah, you would be spiraling
Right.
up around the perimeter, but now this corner seems to be the primary means of going up at this
to the
point.
top. Yeah,
Right.
Yeah. Okay, that's good to know.
Now that you've reached more of the mechanical mechanisms of the top of the tower, this
And
appears
it's
to
all
be
the same corner. It's not like they change like one corner's and then the staircase is in a different corner
Nope.
when we get up
not
there?
at this
You're right.
point. No.
Okay, that's good to know. So we don't even have to like exit until we get to maybe the top, and then we can like work our way back. I don't know.
Yeah, I mean, we can
Potentially.
just make our way up the same way as we did before.
I thought we were on the top tower only because of the bells, but yeah. If we're not, then I think we just go as high as we can, and then like because we've got the vision, then right?
Right. So, from what you saw on the outside, just to clarify what you were talking about as far as the kind of the layout from what you could see from the outside and what you've gathered thus far. Let me pull back up the clock tower. So, from where you guys are at right now, the belfry is kind of at the top of where you see the clock face.
Okay. So it's not in. It's not like. Wait, I can't ping. It's not like at the top part where that window thing is.
No. No.
That's where I kind of thought it was. Right.
No, that would be what's considered, Giorgio, you would know is called the rookery.
Right.
The top, towards the top of the tower, just to use architectural terms. Where you all are at now, where the bells and the below the mechanism is what's called the belfry.
I
clock
always
tower.
thought the clock towers had the bells at the top, so that's my
No. So the reason why, if you've seen the piece on a chessboard, the rookery refers to the top portion of the head of the tower.
Ah, right. Good to know.
Holy shit.
I'm learning shit. Let's go.
So
I never even questioned it.
the more you
No,
know.
I mean, I like. Yeah, I like it. I mean, hey, I thought those bells were like at the top, so hey, like that's news to me in real life, but also in the game.
Right.
So we're halfway up essentially,
Yeah.
but with the bells.
Yeah, the belfry's a little more self-explanatory. It's the area with the bells. The
Well, it makes more
rookery
sense now
is the
because-
top portion.
Well, my explanation about shooting down the bell makes way more sense when I thought it was at the top, not in the middle of the, you know.
I mean, it'd still be hell of a fall.
Yeah.
It's
I mean,
still-
these are several hundred, if not several ton bells. That middle
Bells,
one
yeah.
probably is several tons.
a lot.
So if something
yeah,
like
for
that were
sure.
to fall on you from that height, it would be absolutely a
fuck yeah.
death sentence. But as you all,
Okay, so
I'm sorry, go ahead.
no, I was just all right. So now I am very aware of where we are on the bell tower. Sweet.
Okay. As you all proceed up through the spiraling staircase in the upper portion, where in this case would be the western side of so kind of the southwest corner of this building from a cardinal perspective, you now come to a plateaued area, and you hear movement in this space, but you also hear the machinations of moving gears and various ticking and clicking and movements of mechanical devices of all kinds in this space. And as you come to the top of the staircase, you see a complex mechanism of gears, counterweights, and clockworks dominate this chamber. Several thin windows overlook the surrounding cityscape. The floor features several steel gates and wooden hatches that allow access to the machinery and bells below. A strange granite obelisk is set in the place of a main clock pendulum, the core of the ticking mechanism that controls the clock. 3 empty sockets lined with delicate copper tracery are cut into the stone. A fine elven script inlaid with thin lines of silver and gold are etched into the surrounding surface. Several pennies are precisely balanced atop it. A system of pulleys, winches, and levers connect it to the rest of the clockwork. A set of shelves here contains several notches and metal discs, each kept in a paper folder bearing the title of a song. When the clock tower functioned, these discs could be loaded into the receptacle to determine which song was played by the bells. Several small and curious mechanical automatons wander listlessly around the chamber, examining and tinkering with the mechanical components. They are shaped like platonic polyhedrons, with spindly mechanical limbs, disturbingly realistic glass eyes, and a mechanical mouthpiece. Tim, you, from your research prior to the loss of your fleshy form, recognize these creatures, these automatons, as creatures from another plane of existence. One that you are quite familiar with. These creatures are from the plane of Mechanus. Plane of law. Plane of mechanical engineering. A plane that is so complex in its mechanical structure that it ironically, although it shudders at the thought of chaos, is so complex in its nature that it is almost chaos itself in that way. It is... These creatures, these automatons, are denizens of that other plane of existence. They seem to be scurrying about frantically in all directions, trying to tend to this machine that is non-functional. You also see, as you approach, in addition to these spindly, polyhedral shaped automatons, you see a non-moving, non-functional, much larger automaton laying against one of the columns. Its form looks almost as if it was blown out from the inside, as if something had failed internally and exploded out from its mechanical form. As it lays motionless, you see a number of these other smaller automatons trying to tend to it with no success. I will go ahead and pull up kind of a visual for you all. You see these various creatures, as well as the larger automaton, scurrying about, trying to move and adjust various gears and levers, trying to tend to this non-functioning clockwork device. What would you all like to do? You can bring your tokens on this map as well. You would be coming up from that top left-hand corner.
Same spot.
Yeah, and you see here that there's like a railing at the top of these stairs, but the stairs do not continue upward. This is where the topmost part of the stairs terminates.
Okay, so we cannot continue to go upwards.
Not this staircase, but you
Down here
notice
it is.
across with your passive perception, yes, there's another staircase in the bottom left corner or the southeast corner cardinally.
Okay. And these dudes are all just doing some clockwork stuff.
They all appear, from what you can see, to be trying to tend to either the machine that's non-functional, this large, five-pointed mechanical device that has its chest blown open, or trying to tend to the main mechanism in the center of this room.
So I'm going to assume they were set up to work on this thing when they were when this thing was operational, and then being automatons, they just continue to try.
Yeah.
Yeah. So Tim, obviously, this is again a noob question, but you don't have any, I know that you're like some kind of a mechanical man, but obviously these are automatons, so there's no translation there.
I don't know about their inner workings. I just know about from where they came from. I don't know anything further than that.
Fair. Absolutely fair. Well, with that being said, I think we just shit on these guys.
Okay.
Let's go full on murder hobo.
Sorry, that's just my brain.
These
I'm bugged.
super nice little mechanical guys.
They're just trying to do their job, but I'm here to just absolutely take names and put people on the ground.
No, I'm in the
Okay.
front.
Pardon me?
I'm in the front, yeah?
Yes.
Okay. So 30 feet takes me here.
He's
So I'm,
like,
I'm just going to
I
walk
love
right
Georgio.
here.
Giorgio's just like, let's just go upstairs.
As you walk that way, Giorgio, you
Uh-huh.
notice a couple of these automatons kind of turn and look at you. And at first they pay you no mind, but as you kind of get a bit closer to them, you see them kind of shudder back and step away, moving away from you. And as they look at you and then back at some of the other automatons and back at the machine, and you hear 1101110100000111111010101011.
Oh, they're from that plane. Oh,
Yeah. Does anyone know binary? Is that a language that we know in this world?
it's a bunch of nonsense, but these guys are just a bunch of jerks.
I know Goblin binary, but it doesn't sound anything like this binary.
Loosely based on your research, Tim, you don't catch most of what they're saying, but you do hear, you do catch, based on your limited translation you're allowed, you would be able to do in this brief moment. You would understand one or two words. One, you hear the words protect and fear.
I was waiting for Q.
No,
They fear us. Yes.
those are the two words you're able to glean in just a split second, hearing this shouting of ones and zeros.
They're speaking way too fast. All I keep hearing them say is protect and fear.
The thing that they're working on, is there like anything actually discernible with it? Like, is it missing a gear? Is it?
Good call.
You can give me either an Arcana or an Investigation check. And just so you know, this is very high.
Just so you know, I'm very bad at both of these.
Okay. You're welcome to ask.
Hey.
The
good
natural.
thought, though.
A natural 20 minus 2, so
Good thought.
What?
Though.
What the fuck?
I have no
That's
idea.
what I want to know. That's like the 5th one tonight. And we
Yeah.
have not been doing a lot of rolling.
It is a total of 18, correct?
Unfortunately, it is a total of 18 with a nat 20.
Just to give you an idea, the DC was 24.
Wow.
Oh, sick. Okay, never mind then.
But, because you did roll a natural 20, I will say your gaze is particularly guided towards the obelisk that this, it is right here at the top. You kind of get garner based on what you saw on the outside of the clock face and the detailed filigree that this seems to be an important component. But even with that natural 20, it's hard for you to discern the complex mechanical nature of this
What it
device. You know it runs the clock tower, but that's about all you can garner from it without proper training.
Okay,
Can
that's fair.
these guys, and I'm gonna assume by the mechanical nature of their being, cannot be intimidated.
You can certainly try.
I mean, they did say fear. That's the only thing I'm thinking is like, can we scare these guys into telling us what the fuck's going on? Like, we just got a little bit of information from what you just like questioned. Can we perhaps ask like questions based on that?
You can certainly try.
Because I would love to try and intimidate this big boy over here.
The large creature that's on the against the wall, or which one?
Yeah, I mean, I'm not sure. Hang on, let me just see what my
This one with the skull and bones is not moving. From what you
Right,
can tell as you
he's-
get closer, it is
He's
non.
stationary.
It is not moving. It is, and you see this large hole that looks like a bomb went off inside it.
Yeah, that's what I was thinking. So that one, I was thinking the one next to it, only because that one did seem like it was fucked.
But all
But
the
that-
littler ones are all moving around frantically, either trying to work on it or the machine.
Yeah, and so I was thinking this like little like Quidditch, oh sorry, the snitch, next to it.
Mhm.
I was gonna try and intimidate and put some fear into that guy and be like, what the fuck's going on here?
Which one in particular are you going to?
Okay.
I don't have ping, but
The one directly in front. Of
yeah, like
the
next
big
to
thing.
the guy left of the big thing.
Okay. Yeah. Go ahead and move your token over there. Shiny, did you hear the explanation I gave to Benji about the machine after his Arcana investigation roll?
No.
So
Important, but we're not sure how.
yeah, it is without proper training, even with a natural 20, because the DC was 24.
Oh my god.
This is an extremely complicated mechanism, but what he did discern with that natural 20 is there's that obelisk that you all saw as you came in here that has Elven script, and it is very detailed, and it appears to be a critical component of this whole device. But that's all he was able to discern without proper training and understanding of what's going on here.
I guess like my main like thing is like I want to like I guess try and intimidate some more like information, but like basically about like how we get this, like why is this obelisk so important, and like are we are we trying to fix it, or are we trying to like maintain its destruction?
We're-
Yeah, like
Are you asking this to the creature? I'm sorry, go
like,
ahead.
That's kind of sorry. You guys go ahead. Yeah.
Well, yeah, we'll continue with what you're doing, Chugrulk, and then we'll double back to you, Tim.
Yeah, that's all right. I was just gonna like I said, I just want to like really like ascertain, because we only got like half the story, if this thing is important for them, in that it'll fuck us over, like in that it's like this thing's 100 years old, so I'm assuming that like if we can fix this obelisk, maybe it might help in some ways, shape or form. I don't know.
Okay, so
That's just
describe to me how you're going about this process. Are you
Okay,
shouting
so
at this thing? Like, what are you doing?
Yeah, so that's where like I'm not sure exactly, because this thing's like fucking an automaton, but it does happen to like there was an inception of fear, so I want to like intimidate / like scare this thing into telling me.
Okay, how are you going about this? I'm asking just.
Oh,
'cause
sorry, sorry. All right, so I'm gonna pull my I'm gonna pull my oh shit, hang on, this thing's got no blood. I'm gonna like stomp on this thing, like put my foot on it, and then like push it into the ground and try and get some fear out of it that way. This Quidditch snitch is going into the floor.
Start by giving me an athletics check to see if you're able to pin this thing down.
Okay, athletics. Boom.
16. Yeah, you're able to pin this thing down, and you hear it start spouting out 01, 01, 01, 01, 01, 01. And you notice that a couple of the other creatures are beginning to approach upon you.
You pissed them off.
Oh, yeah, I did.
Are you shouting anything to this creature? Or
At
you
this
just
stage, as I said, I'm just trying to like scare it. I'm not like it doesn't understand my language, in my opinion, so I haven't said anything.
okay? You see it shaking underneath your boot as you pin it down to the ground, and you see the other ones. They're all shakily moving towards you.
Can I yell to Tim and tell him to like tell this thing like what this obelisk means? Like, I know he doesn't understand the language, but can I at least say that to Tim?
Yeah.
Well,
I mean, you can talk to Tim and say that.
Yeah. Like, so that, like that's all I'll say to Tim. Like, I don't know where we're going with this, but I'm just gonna say that out of that.
Tim, how do you react to this?
well, before you went all gung ho, I was gonna say can I
I
stab
know.
at the obelisk because I doubt I'm gonna get the roll, but you said, I mean, you straight up said it was a 24. I have a +7, so I was gonna say I was gonna take a stab at it with Arcana, so I was just gonna see. That was all I was gonna do.
Man.
Well, right now you see that these creatures are all beginning to move to the defense of this other one, as they're beginning to surround. They all. In fact, give me an insight check. Tim. Tim.
I'm not sure if y'all figured out this, but I'm antsy. That's me.
An insight. It's hard to say, but you do notice that these things are shaking as they approach. How do you want to react to what Chugrulk is doing.
I mean, I can't really tell what the hell they're doing.
Hey.
I mean,
I don't know. I'm just trying to think of what the hell to do.
As you're approaching, and you, I'm sorry.
Can
go
I
ahead.
continue? If I'm seeing Tim's confusion at this state, can I continue the conversation?
Yeah. What are you asking?
So I wanna push forward in that, you know, noticing this confusion and you know, not having a solution to what I've started. I'm just gonna yell to Tim and Cedric from myself to the staircase to maybe just like head with Giorgio and try and get like to the next level. As I have noticed that I've clearly made an error, and I'm gonna maybe try and remedy this evasively.
Okay. As this is going on, you hear 110101010100011101010101, and in that brief exchange,
Yeah, I missed that too. I mean, yeah,
Oh,
sorry,
I'm
you're
sorry.
already your mic cut out, but we got it.
Oh,
1 0
Are you
1
saying a
0.
lot of
Maybe
zeros,
it's 2.
ones?
yes, heard a lot of zeros and ones. What you were able to glean just briefly, Tim, is the words "must fix" in response to Chugrulk's aggressive questioning.
Jesus.
And again, you see that as these things are approaching and surrounding, they are shaking like leaves on a tree in reaction to y'all's presence.
Can I walk up behind Chugrulk and just pull him away?
Yeah. I mean, are you trying to resist this, Chugrulk, or are you allowing Cedric to
I mean,
pull you away?
I've clearly stated that I'm like down to like not be here anymore. Like I think I've noticed that this isn't happening the way that I wanted it to happen.
Okay.
So yeah, I'm not resisting at all.
Okay. Cedric, you pulled Chugrulk away, and this little creature flutters away, and you see at this point they've got little like wings either on the top of their head, on the back, on the heels. They're all a little bit different, despite what the pictures and the icons show. They're all a little bit different. They have the same sort of general configuration, but their proportions
Some
are a
sort of
little
winged.
right. Their proportions and their overall like build are all slightly unique of each other. But as this one escapes underneath Chugrulk's boot, you see, you hear again, 101 111 101 111 01 01 01. And Tim, again, you hear that brief mention, must fix. It's just repeating over and over and over again. And it's coming from like all of them at some point, like in various exchanges. And you see, now that the one is released, now you begin to see that they all kind of divert their attention back to what they were originally doing.
Oh. So this is what I'm saying. You guys should have just got to the stairs. I mean, shit.
How the fuck were you supposed to know?
Yeah, I mean, I fucking had no idea. I thought you would have known, Tim, bro.
Bro, I don't speak binary. I speak fucking celestial and fucking gnomish. I don't speak a fucking binary. It's not a language.
I love that. It actually isn't. I was thinking that is binary language.
Well,
I mean, technically it is. It's just not here.
Not in the D&D world.
I was like,
baby.
I was gonna say, is it a language in D&D? Because that'd be sick.
actually,
Oh.
in this particular universe, the reason I'm allowing you to hear anything, Tim, is because this language that you're hearing from these creatures is a derivative form of celestial from the plane of Mechanist.
Tim, you let us
What I'm
down.
talking about, baby.
But it's a very obscure form of
Brother,
celestial.
it's a regional dialect. Let's dial it back, Choker. All right, come on, relax.
Yeah. I mean,
Relax,
yeah. I
relax.
don't speak true blue Aussie either. You know, like I only speak. I feel you. Oh man. Okay, all right. So we've let them go. They've all fucked off. All right. Maybe we just leave this floor, right?
I was
Oh.
walking
Unless
that way.
Tim,
wanna
again,
take
I'm
a
speaking
stab
to
at
you,
the-
Tim. Yeah, I was about to say, Tim, I'm speaking to you. Unless you want to have a go at this, this thing. If you do want to have a go, I'm speaking like, I don't want to leave where I'm at because I don't want you to like get fucked up by all 6 of these things like I just almost did.
I mean, I think it's all right because realistically, like Cedric tried to take a stab at it, and they didn't come after him when he tried to read it. So I think I'll be fine.
Yeah, I mean, fair. I forgot that Cedric tried to read it actually.
Our DM has left the building.
No, I'm listening. I was reading something.
Oh, okay.
As all of this is going on, by the way, I don't know how long that this conversation in D&D time has taken. 2 or
Yeah,
3
sorry.
minutes, maybe. I don't know, but I've just been inching closer and closer to the staircase.
We're just like, I don't give a fuck about any of this.
Yeah, that's it. He's like, you guys can die. I don't like,
So
how?
we'll just go in order here. Tim, what are you doing right now?
I'm gonna attempt to read the obelisk.
Okay. Do you speak Elvish?
No.
Okay.
So
From that perspective, does anybody speak Elvish?
I was gonna ask you this, Stopper. Speak? Not yet, but I can grant the ability to someone
Oh,
Okay.
for a time
can you
being.
grant it? Can you grant it?
Oh, interesting.
So I could go ahead and just touch Tim on the shoulder, and he would be able to understand Elvish.
Okay.
That's correct.
Are you casting comprehend language?
Tongues.
Tongues. Ah, tongues. Okay. And that allows for reading and hearing?
The ability to understand any spoken language it hears. So no, not Elvish, but could he understand the weird binary dialect?
Yes. I'll go ahead and allow it.
Oh, smooth. I
I'll
like
go
it.
ahead and allow
And
it,
I will
yes.
cast binary celestial tongues.
Nice.
Hey, excellent. You feel the tingling of energy on the outer rim of your whatever accounts for a mind or a brain within the casing of your skull, Tim.
Whatever it counts.
I don't know what the internals
Whatever
of-
you got.
I don't know
in
the
there, Brad.
logistical internals of a fucking like creature in this. Yeah. Anyway,
Fuck,
He
I
basically
know.
just looks like a weird.
you feel
fang
an
sort of
electrical
situation.
tinge in the corner of your skull.
Rang.
What it counts for brain, yeah. And these ones and zeros suddenly give way to must fix, must move. Gears no turning, not working. Leader no work, leader no work, leader no work. No direction, no direction. Must compute, must fix.
Ah.
It's very frantic. It's less language as it is just jargon most of the time. But you do begin to hear like the incentive of these creatures, but they are very frantic and very like unorganized. Despite what you know of these automatons from these other planes, that in fact give me a religion or arcana check.
Arcana, please.
Okay. Religion's a little bit easier, but yes, Arcana will work too.
It's just because I have a higher in Arcana. That's really the reason why.
Go for it.
Yeah, okay. Oh, brother. Come on. 12.
It's hard to say. Yeah, with a 12.
Motherfucker.
Oh,
All
like,
you're really
having
able
read-
to... I'm sorry. Go ahead.
No, I was just gonna say, having read tongues, obviously you can now speak and they can understand you as well. Is that right? Yeah.
He can speak it and
Tim,
they can understand.
Tim, could you maybe ask something about what happened to the big guy? Like, I don't know. Like, if I don't know.
I doubt they're gonna answer. They're just seem to be more focused on trying to fix him, but sure, I'll ask.
Yeah, fair. Okay.
You asked the question, what happened to the larger creature?
Big guy
And,
thing.
and the one that's directly beside it, trying to tinker with it. Leader come. Leader come. Leader. Leader no make. Leader no make. Leader fail. Leader. No function. No function. No function. Error. Error. Error.
Okay, so I think this thing died of natural cause, like it blew up. Maybe I don't think it got killed.
It died of natural causes.
Yeah, I stopped myself when I said
It
I think this thing-
overheated.
Yeah, that's it. I think this thing overheated, didn't get shot in the chest. If you know what I mean.
Yeah. Give me an investigation check, Tim, since you're now observing this creature.
Sure. Thank the fucking Lord. A good roll for once.
You notice that if you've ever seen an old battery in a laptop that expands because it
bulged out.
that it bulged out. You notice
It overheated,
observing
I
the
knew it.
wires that were connected to the what could be passed off as some sort of power device inside the core of this thing. You see that it expanded and just exploded outwards. Like all the rubbish or the blown out pieces of plating and everything seems to be coming from internally outwards. It doesn't look like it was pierced from an external force. And you see the signs of exploded minerals and the traces of like some sort of liquid fluid that exploded outwards and then dried on the surface of these damaged metals. And that's what you're able to garner from it, that something malfunctioned. And
That's kind of what I
failed.
wanted to ascertain, just because I didn't want to, like, you know, if someone else had been here and killed that thing and just that thing, that's all I was curious about.
Oh, yeah, that's good.
Just with the, like, yeah, just with the chests, you know, like, you know, being blown in the chest, I wasn't sure, that's all. So, yeah, sorry about that. I just wanted to be absolutely certain. Other than that, Tim, I don't know what else to ask. Yeah.
Yeah, I mean, all they really care about is fixing their dude, so
Yeah,
it
they're
doesn't really
not,
matter.
like, concerned
Needs a
about
new
us. Yeah,
power
I'm with you.
source of something.
Yeah.
you see that they're trying to fix this larger creature, but also the mechanism of the clock tower.
Yeah, I feel like the fixing the big creature is a bit of a lost cause, and especially
Okay.
being that his power source is blown. But I don't know about the clock tower, as you said before. We were trying to figure out what's missing or what.
Might as well ask.
Why are you guys trying to fix the clock tower?
Stuck. No turn.
Stuck 100 years in the past.
Must fix.
They just want to tell time.
True. Fact.
I mean, who knows?
So these things have been here for 100 years.
Maybe
Is
not.
my-
we don't know about that.
Yeah, I know we don't know, but I'm like,
And
I'm
here's
just-
some amount of time since the clock
Yeah.
tower's been broken. They've been trying to fix it as well as it's largely
I feel like they've
integrated.
been here since before it was broken, though. Like, I feel like they were here just like maintaining it when it was working. I don't know. That's again an assumption.
Tim, give me one more investigation check. As you observe these
Okay.
guys moving about this mechanism.
30-20.
With the 20, you notice that there, as you kind of move around and just observe, as your curiosity as these creatures are of the plane of existence that has consumed a lot of your prior research, you notice that this obelisk with the elven script on it seems to be missing something. And that's what you're able to observe. But it's hard to tell. It doesn't appear to be like this is the only issue with this device, but there seems to be something missing. There's a slot in the front of this obelisk, basically in the bottom right hand corner, just below where Cedric is. This obelisk at the front of the machine here. There seems to be something missing.
Okay.
I don't know what else to do, but is there any way we can at least like look around in our like general area to see if maybe it's just been absolutely misplaced? Like, I don't know.
You
fallen?
You're certainly welcome to try. If you want to make an investigation.
Yeah, I mean, like, I don't see why it wouldn't hurt.
Yeah, give me an investigation roll.
Investigation. Well,
You
nice.
don't find shit.
Fuck yeah, I'm blind. Let's go. Guys, someone turn out the lights so I can get my deep vision.
You find a big pile of bird shit. That's what you find.
I'll dig in.
That's gross.
It smells awful.
Oh dear. It's probably from those fucking, chimeras that just came out of.
Yeah, it is like a fist-sized harpy poop.
Yeah.
Right?
I felt it. Oh shit. Alright guys, I've finished wasting our time. I apologize.
Is there anything else anybody else would like to do here on this level?
I'm good.
Okay.
Again, I thought this was gonna be a more intimidating level when I saw the 7 feet, so I apologize for even starting on the creature.
You intimidated a bunch of kindergartners.
Yeah, that's it. I'm like stepping on the Quidditch fucking snitch.
So what's the marching order as you guys go up the stairs here?
I mean, Georgio's got to be first, right? He was there like years ago.
I don't have to
He doesn't have
first.
to be
I am
first that
there.
way.
But
Yeah.
I could simply step out the way if somebody else wanted to go in front of me.
I think either Chugrulk or myself would be up front. This is only enough space for one person at a time.
Yeah,
Correct?
I'll go first. I'm happy with
Up this spiral staircase, yeah, it's barely 5 foot wide, maybe like 4 at some places.
that. I'm gonna
so-
go first. And I'm just
I'll
gonna
take
say
the back.
Definitely
Yeah,
not
for my,
ANSI approved, that's for sure. It's very narrow and very claustrophobic, especially for you larger Goliath folk.
Yeah, I've got. I want to be able to use my shield shove if possible. So.
Yeah, I
I'll go
can
first.
go up second.
Okay. Chugrulk, give me a perception check as you proceed up these stairs.
Perception.
Or make it
Where are
good.
we? PPPP perception. Oh yeah. Nice.
An 11, it's hard to say. It's this staircase and this chamber is full of like ticking and hard to discern anything above you between the echo of this loose space and the ticking of this mechanism.
Yeah, fair.
What would you all like to do?
Keep on
Move on up.
going.
Yeah, I guess we just push, even with my terrible
Okay.
idea of what's going on.
You all head up the stairs, making your way up the a bit claustrophobic, very narrow, not well designed stairs, basically very, again, utilitarian for limited use. You come to another final landing up these stairs. You're greeted by an open portion of this structure. A disgusting amalgamation of bird nest and boudoir. Macabre decorations of bone, skull, and body parts are presented alongside scavenged finery from the ruins. Pillows, sheets, veils, and the like. All are filthy, torn, and ruined. Gibbet cages with skeletal remains of several prisoners hang from the balconies of this space.
Sick.
Nasty.
Yikes.
As you all come to the top of the space, I need a wisdom saving throw from everyone. As this piercing screech
Yikes.
emanates all throughout this space
What
and
the
echoes
fuck is
off the
going on?
30-foot ceilings of this rookery.
I got
16.
16.
Okay?
Oh my god.
I got a 19.
19. I see.
Sorry, 17 for me.
17.
Yeah.
Damn it.
No, never mind. Sorry, no, mine is a 16. This plus, I've got a +1 on saves, but I think
Wait,
it's
why
factored
didn't
into
I-
the.
Yeah, you didn't. Yeah, you didn't roll a saving throw.
Yeah, I was gonna say, what the hell? Wait, this is a insight?
Yeah,
No,
so go up
wisdom.
to your saving throws in your sheet
Ah,
and click the one that says wisdom.
Just flat wisdom, right? Okay.
Right.
Hey, there you go.
Okay, that one.
Wow.
So, Cedric and Chugrulk, you are fine as you cover your ears.
What the fuck? Are you kidding? Fuck.
Unlucky.
Georgio
Dude.
and Tim,
Fucking bullshit, man.
screeches echo in your mind,
Mhm.
Oh my god.
dredging up horrid memories, fearful, awful memories of your life
Mhm.
as the screech echoes between ear to ear. Tim, you're reminded of the day your physical form was torn asunder. The intense flash of pain and aching reverberates through your mind as you recall your soul being painfully bound to this new form, this mechanical device. And you are frightened. The source of this screeching. Georgio,
Mhm.
you recall the fateful evening, the pain across your face, the scar across your eye as it sears you. The night you almost drowned in the rivers of Kesselholm, drug up only just before death by your friend and former companion. You recall the awful screams of the city the night the meteor fell upon it. You recall the awful body horrors of the creatures that were created by the haze. The fear of becoming one of these creatures echoing in your mind. Fears of death echoing ever loudly in your mind. You are also frightened.
Mhm. And what is frightened
Source
exactly?
source of the
Right.
fear you see this large avian creature flying above you all as you come to the top of the stairs. You see these fiery red wings, gaunt, narrow face with eyes piercing, carrying a large, elegant, sleek spear. Its large talons extending downwards as it stares directly at you, fiery, piercing eyes prepared to strike. And let me go ahead and pull up the rookery for you all, the uppermost portion of this tower. Well, almost uppermost portion of this tower.
Oh, gross.
You all can drop your tokens at the top of this stair in the bottom left. You see and add this to your we'll go ahead and pull that up for everyone to see. This large avian creature. Whoops. Oh, that's not it.
Crimson Count.
You're not going to see any stats anyway because I don't put them in here. There we go.
Oh no, yeah, I was just saying. I was gonna look up the picture eventually.
This is
if
the
you-
creature you see staring down at you.
Terrifying.
screeching violently. Does anybody speak
Uh,
Abyssal?
Oh,
No.
wait. No, my other character did. Fuck.
I mean, how many times can you use the tongues thing?
Several,
Once?
but it's a level 3 spell, so
Yeah, no.
How
I was
long
just
does tongues
curious as
last?
to How important? Yeah,
it doesn't actually say how long tongues last, which I think was kind of weird. But
Have a duration.
that is weird. I did look it up actually because I didn't know what it was. So it might say it on the other thing. D&D. Is
Oh,
it 50
1
1
hour.
hour.
Sorry.
Oh yeah,
Yeah.
you would hear this, Tim.
Even though I'm afraid that has nothing to do with it.
No, but you would understand it based on the spell. Yeah, you
Okay.
hear this awful. It's almost like a string of curses more than it is a language. You have trespassed on my home. Now you have killed my sisters, my children. You will die. Tim and Giorgio, you both, on your turn, must take your full action and a dash and move away by the safest route to an area out of line of sight of the Crimson Countess.
Yeah.
At which point you can re-roll the saving throw.
Where is she? Is she just that little circle? She's
Yes,
just the one. Yeah,
she
yeah,
is.
okay. I
She's
wasn't
about
sure. I thought she was
30
bigger.
She's about 25, 30 foot in the air.
Yeah. Okay.
She is not standing on the ground.
oh, so this thing, okay, it's a
Might
pretty
be
tall.
bigger. Yeah, it
Right,
might be
this
bigger.
rookery is about 35 foot tall because it's a domed ceiling.
Gotcha.
Like this is
Okay.
all open. Like this is all like open to the outside. These are all like balconies on each corner.
Cool.
Like,
Oh yeah, I can see the light.
yeah, this is like a half, like 4-foot wall on these rounded balconies. This wall in the corners, like the cardinal corners, those extend all the way up to the roof.
So
And this-
I hope this is the last question about the actual intricacies of the game, but because this thing's high above us, will it get bigger in circle when it gets lower? Like, will it be 4, or will it be just still 1?
No, it's still a medium-sized creature.
Yeah, I just wasn't sure if it like got larger as it got down. or
Oh,
something.
with that, I need initiative rolls from everybody.
Okay, doos.
4.
Oh, fuck you.
Oh, no, this doesn't sound good.
Fucking 20 now, of all fucking times. It's so annoying.
Well,
I mean, hey, it's still 20. I mean, like better than never getting one, right?
I mean, I'd rather not have a 20 on
spend
initiative,
your time
to
right.
be honest.
That's the time to burn a 1.
Yeah, I'd rather get a 1. Yeah, the 1 is the only time I would love to see on initiative, really.
Guys, this person's scary.
So I see
I
a loot in the map. Can we go? rock
How
out?
high are we up in this clock tower?
Right now, you're almost to the top of the clock tower. You're probably 250, 260 feet up, where you're standing now at the top of this landing.
Okay, so full, like if I've got 30 feet of movement, full sprints would be 60 feet each. So it would take me like 4 or 5 turns to get to the bottom.
Well, so you can get out of sight as long as you're out
Yeah.
of sight of this. Then you can make the saving
Right.
throw.
Yeah.
But yeah,
Okay.
yes. You could go back down, or you could move behind these pillars that are here, 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 or anywhere you are out of sight of the Crimson
Yeah.
Countess.
Yeah, I'm going down the tower. So
So, Tim. And then, Cedric.
I noticed a little like ladder on top left.
Yes.
Is that going up or down? Sorry. Looks
That's-
up.
That's going up.
Yeah. Okay.
All right. Tim, the fear of this screech echoing in your mind, you must move your full movement and a dash, so 60 feet. Safely. You don't like run off the edge of the balcony or anything, but as long as you're able to move your 60 feet, then you can remake the saving throw.
Okay, then let me just ask this because I'm gonna kind of do the same thing. I'm thinking as, Giorgio, how if I want to do it that way? So how does that work? Are we just gonna go off map, and then like?
Yeah, you would
we'll
just stay in that corner. You would just leave your tokens there, but you would be down, basically back on the level you were just at.
That makes sense. Kind of like gone up 30 feet or whatever.
Okay, no, I'm good. So 5, 10, 15, 20, 25, 30, 35.
I think like if I don't know how far down the spiral staircase is.
It's about 45, 50 feet down to the level you were at before.
So you wouldn't get halfway across the room with all of the mechanical guys before you ran out of movement. So.
No, you'd be like 10, 15 feet away from the spiral staircase.
Yeah, I'm gonna go, if I count it right, I think 5, 10, 15, 20.
Are you trying to move towards the Countess? Because you have to move away. You can't move towards the source of your fear.
Yeah, you can't step towards it at all.
I'm not. No, I'm talking about this. Isn't this way away
yes,
or no?
you could move there, and you would be out of line of sight.
That's what I'm doing. I'm just making sure it counts. So I think if I go here, I think that's 60. I think that's adds up.
Okay.
Okay.
I want to re-roll the wisdom saving throw.
Oh my god.
Not,
I'm not gonna be fighting with you guys for a while, so.
And just so you know, Chugrulk and Cedric, you are immune to the screech moving forward for 24 hours.
Just really quickly, am I reading this right? I've got a like little other page on D&D stuff. Like, did you guys have to dash? So you have to double your movement speed? Is that
Yes.
correct?
They have to dash to get away from the thing.
Right.
Yeah, full movement and full dash.
Yeah, I was just confused of the 60 feet. That makes way more sense.
So yeah, the reasoning behind it, the screech, the way it's designed, is it burns both your movement and your action.
And your action, yeah, that makes sense. So yeah, again, just trying to really get my head around why things are happening.
Yeah.
Awesome. So even though they were lower on the initiative, like that's why Giorgio, because he was feared, he had to go.
Right.
Correct? Yeah.
Stupid question.
Isn't
While
Can't hear you.
no, don't worry about it. We're good. I just thought of something, but then I realized I don't think I could do it.
So I'm getting just a little bit like a lot of my questions come from I've like played like Warhammer like tabletop games, and there's like phases you have to do movement before attacking.
It's completely different than Warhammer. You can move as much as you want whenever you want, as long as you still have movement.
Sometimes.
Yeah.
So I do apologize for all the questions.
Oh, you're good. You're good.
But yeah,
D&D is a little more forgiving.
Yeah, no, I'm starting to understand that. Yeah, no, all good. I think that, yeah, I understand what's just happened, which is sweet.
Okay. With that, we are down to Cedric. You are up. Able to shake off the screeching echoing in your mind. You stare up at the Crimson Countess. From where you're standing right now, like direct line moving upwards and towards them, you're about 45, 50 feet away.
So 45 or 50 feet from the Countess, and the Countess is in the air?
Yeah, like, so this would be the hypotenuse distance of the triangle.
Right, okay.
Total distance from center of mass to you to center of mass of them.
About 40. Okay.
I love math.
Cool. So, I'm going to go ahead, I'm going to go ahead and move forward 5, 10, 15, 20. 25. And how high up is the Countess, would you say?
They are about 25 feet in the air.
Oh, super high up in the air. Okay.
You put a marker on them so we know.
Yeah.
Yeah, the total height of this dome ceiling at the center highest point's probably about between 35 and 40 feet at the center point of the dome here. But like the lowest point of the dome is about 30, so they're like almost at the roof of this wooded portion deck above their head.
Did I completely miss the explanation of like the dragon corpse that's sitting in this building, or?
You don't know what those bones
Right,
and
I was gonna
everything
say,
came
like,
from. You
I
just
wasn't
see
sure
the
if I
bones and
missed it,
corpses.
yeah.
And
I wasn't sure if it was explained and I just completely whiffed. But yeah, no, that's cool.
yeah.
I'm sorry. I thought that she was only like a couple feet in the air. My apologies.
Oh, you're good.
I'm gonna go ahead and stand. Just go back to where I was. Just redo it.
Okay.
I'm gonna cast a guiding bolt at her. It has 120 foot of range.
Yeah, that's plenty. Go for it.
Yeah, that's great.
23.
At 23 absolutely hits.
Okay. Jesus. Okay, 7 damage.
Okay. Definitely a strike, and anyone else after that would have advantage on their next attack.
And these, the 4 things in the center, those are just big pillars, right?
Yeah, you wouldn't be able to get inside this. It's just like the outer perimeter of the pillar.
That's fine. I am going to just move 5, 10, 15, 20, 30. I'll just stay behind this one, breaking line of sight from her.
Okay.
And I'm good.
All right. Chugrulk, you are up. You are also able... I'm sorry, go ahead.
No, you're. What's the distance I am? So how high is this thing again?
She's about 25 feet in the air. From where you are right now, you're about
so she's about
45.
50 feet. All right.
Yeah, 50 feet away from you.
Nice. All right. I'm sorry. What were you gonna say before I interrupted?
I forget what. If I remember it, I'll bring it back up.
Yeah, no, that's all good. Yeah, I think it was probably just prompting me anyway. I am gonna try and shoot this thing with my crossbow because I am within a good range.
Okay.
So, yep, I'm gonna.
9, unfortunately, the bolt sails by and hits the wooded ceiling above her head. She screeches out obscenities at you.
Oh, I'm gonna screech him obscenity.
Oh, wait, you had
if I,
you did have advantage, yeah. You can roll again.
Yeah, that's what I was thinking, yeah.
Yeah,
so
go
I can
for
do
it.
too, yeah. Sorry, I was just about to say,
Yeah,
I think that I did
attack.
get an advantage, yeah.
Fortunately, a 13 also misses.
Yeah,
Sheesh.
I think I get a second shot even without the advantage. Am I wrong?
Yes, you would get your second
opportunity?
attack, yes.
Yeah. So, all right, so I thought I have 3, surely. Come on.
Right, not. Both bolts sail wide and hit the
D&D,
ceiling.
baby.
Hey, I mean, it had to happen eventually. I spit at the ground and just shake my head, and I move next to Cedric.
Okay.
Let me just. Oh wait, hang on, I'm moving. I'm. Oh, there we go. Yeah, I'm gonna just get behind that.
All right. Countess.
Oh, actually, wait. If I go here,
Sorry?
actually, I'm still. No, I was just gonna say I'm still obscured, but I think I'm
Yes,
a
you
little
are.
bit better obscured in one way, in that they can't attack me and Cedric if they get in the same angle.
Right.
So yeah, I'm gonna go there. Yeah, all good.
Countess now screeches at you all and watches you try to flee. And you would hear this, Tim. You will not escape my wrath! 5. Gonna move 30 foot right there. So they can get line of sight of you two. And they are going to use their Thunder Blast on you.
That doesn't
Excuse
sound
me?
good.
Yeah, you heard me. Thunder Blast.
I don't think that's real.
You see her raise up her spear, and this electrical charge begins to formulate at the end of the tip as she drives it down and points it at you all. Don't think I quite hit Giorgio, but basically Cedric and Chugrulk, you would... I need Constitution saving throws from you both, please. Cedric,
Oh,
you
there
are
you go.
you are fine. You'll take hold on.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, half damage. Chugrulk, you are kicked back 10 feet, and you are knocked prone by this blast. Just barely running up against this wall as you now look behind you as you're knocked against your back on the stone floor. You look up to the cloudy skies above you. No haze, surprisingly, but still dark and stormy skies above your head. And as you look back through one of these gaps over here, you see the distance down to the ground below as you are just behind the wall. But y'all are going to take some damage here.
Hooray.
We're going to take 15 points of thunder damage. Cedric, that would be half for you. I'm sorry. So 7. Chugrulk, you get the full 15.
Yeah. I'm so glad I used that health.
Yeah, right.
But with that, we are now at Giorgio.
Okay, so I am going to go down the stairs and with my full movement, or
Okay.
my double movement, start to go across the room. More frightened than you would expect me to be. I've got a 6 and 3, so a 9 on my wisdom save for the rethrow. So I assume I fail it again because
Yeah, you are still afraid. Yes.
Yeah.
Jesus Christ. Okay.
Describe to me what Giorgio is seeing in his mind as he runs from this fight.
There are many visions of what he had once forgotten, and I guess pushed out of his mind of the scenes whenever the meteor hit, running from with his mom. I think was I there whenever my mom was killed? I think so.
Yes.
Right? Like a lot of that is just coming back and things that had never been thought of since that moment. And so I continue to run.
So you recall the fateful night your mother was slain in cold blood by a strange group of Civil War combatants. You recall the strike of a young, feminine figure striking against your face with a thin rapier. Their face and body heavily obscured by cloaks and robes, but you remember the oddly feminine form as they stare down upon you, and you feel that searing pain not only from the blade, but poisonous coating that was covered across it as you were flung down into the river below. With that said, we are back at the top of the round with Tim. Since you can't move any further, you can stay where you're at, because you can't move any closer either way without getting closer to Countess, but you can go ahead and give me another wisdom save.
Okay. Oh, hey, actually, I just realized this. No, I bet you I'm still gonna fail. I have an inspiration point. I don't remember from what, but I have it ticked off. Can I use it?
Yeah,
Let's
go
go.
for it. Yeah, you can re-roll. Oh my god!
Yo, alright. I'm just gonna log off, right? I'm just logging off. I'm done with the ending.
What's
my
the
man.
maths on that happening? Like exactly the same.
Oh,
It's
just wait.
like
Ready?
1 in
Hold on.
400.
Watch this.
One it? No way. That's
Yeah.
Oh, it's even worse. I would have laughed if I actually succeeded, just as a joke, but
Unfortunately, you are still feared or frightened.
me.
That's
Describe to me what Tim is sensing right now.
Fear.
Describe to me what the fear represents in your mind.
I don't
Well,
fucking
I'm gonna
know.
take full advantage of this.
Oh my god, I don't even fucking know how to describe it. I don't fucking know. I'm just
disappointment in your own ability.
Jesus fucking Christ, I don't know.
Oh, shit.
I really don't know. Just the pain that I had, I guess. Just experiencing it all over again when I got ripped out, I guess.
Sense of mortality, the loss of control. It's a humbling fear.
That's what it's like to be human, brother.
With that, we're back to Cedric. What would you like to do?
The Countess is still 25 or so feet in the air, I take it.
Yeah, they stayed about where they were in the air.
I'm gonna move here. Now I'm just gonna make my way across the pillar. And I am going to do some shit. I'm gonna cast Inflict Wounds. Or wait, no, that's a
That's
touch
touch.
spell, sorry. We'll do another Guiding Bolt then.
Okay. See it. Fortunately, a 13 does not hit. The guiding bolt sails over the head of the Crimson Countess as she ducks out with ease.
Okay, and then as a bonus action, I'll go ahead and cast my Spiritual Weapon out.
All right. See it.
It's not snapping the grid and kill me. Okay.
All good.
Where were we?
Yes, an
Right,
18
18.
hits. Yep. Go ahead and roll for damage.
Great. 10.
And yeah. Solid strike against the wing. As you see the Crimson Countess begin to falter a bit. Still very much angered and alive.
Cool. And then I'm just gonna go ahead and use my last 5 feet of movement to just go back behind the pillar.
Okay. Chugrulk, we're back to you.
Okay, so, I didn't say I wouldn't ask any more questions, but this one here, I want to.
You're good.
Yeah,
you're good.
I got my opportunity attack, and I'm not sure if so if I attack first and then use my opportunity attack, I can't use like something that's not an attack, but I could use my action for something and then use my opportunity attack to attack.
So
No,
you're saying opportunity attack. You mean your second attack, right?
Yes.
So the way your second attack is, so the way it reads is if you use your action to attack, you can make a second attack. Opportunity attack is when someone steps outside of your melee range that's already there. In this case,
Right.
that would not apply. That's also what's called a reaction.
Right. Yeah.
So that
okay,
happens
so
not when
what-
it's not your turn. So in this case, your
Oh,
action.
I've just got extra attack. Right. Yeah.
Extra
you can
attack.
twice.
Right.
Yes,
Extra
okay.
attack means that
Because-
your attack action can be 2 attacks,
Right.
but
So
it's
for
still
instance-
you still have to use your
But
action
it's
if you.
still actually got to be an attack. So it's like not like I can use like 2 charges of a heal as my 2 actions. It's got to
Correct.
be an attack.
Yeah.
Yeah. Okay.
Extra
That's what I
attack
was
gives you
trying-
an action. If your action is attack, you can attack twice.
That's twice. Yeah.
It's like if you look at the actions tab, there's a section that says actions in combat, and it lists all of the things that you can do as an action.
Oh, okay. I see that now. Thank
And
you.
so like that is so you get an action, 1 action every turn.
And then, but if it's an attack,
And so
I can
if
do
you're
a second one.
yeah.
That's good to know. Okay. Thank you. That being said, I think that I will use one of my actions to, or not one of my actions, but I'll move. I think as far. So wait, hold on, where am I? I'm here. 1, 2, 3, 4. So I think I'll move to here to try and get like as far out as I can.
Okay.
And I'm gonna use my second action to use one of the of my salves.
Well, your movement is not an action. Your movement, you don't have to worry about.
Yeah.
It's just movement. So
But I think,
in
like,
your
my-
turn, just to explain again, you
Yeah,
have a
yeah.
movement, an action, and a bonus action on your
Yeah.
turn. Your movement you can use whenever. It's not dependent upon your action, unless you
Yep.
dash, which
That's gotta
Right.
be this double movement
which
speed.
doubles your movement speed. So in this case, you can move as much as you want. Your action would be to use the salve.
Yep.
Yeah.
And then I can't bonus action to use another. Like that's just a one action. So yeah, I've moved, and then I'm gonna use the salve. That's gonna be my
Okay.
my turn.
Go ahead and roll
Yeah.
for the
'Cause I
salve.
really don't want to get hit for 19.
Yeah.
Where are we?
As a refresher, Spudley, your second wind is a bonus action. So, like, in one turn, you could move away to somewhere safe. You could use your action for the solve, and then you can use your bonus action for second wind. So you could do all of those in the same turn.
He's
If I
already
didn't use
used
it
his.
already,
But yeah.
Right,
So
yeah.
But
No,
like
that's
that
good
would
to
be,
know that, yeah,
hypothetically,
for
if you could, that's what
That
you
would
know,
be a good
you
way
have
to
that.
use it.
Because it's a bonus action, not a regular action. You get one of each. Bonus actions are
No,
typically
yeah.
something much smaller.
Oh, that's good. That's good. So how do I use this thing? Like from my menu. I've got
So
my inventory.
read the salve should have like a certain amount of healing to it in the description.
Yep. This is like plus. Oh, do I just click that?
So what does the description say?
Oh, so it says receives 2d8 plus 2 hit points.
Right. So go ahead and roll 2d8 in. So if you're in roll 20, yeah, there you go.
Oh, I think I can just click it. Yeah.
Or
okay.
that. Yeah, there you go. Yeah, that burns. So you get 12 hit points back.
To 12, and then it burns 1.
Right.
Nice.
One of the
so
4
then this is
charges.
Now, yep. So it's now got the 3. Yep. Nice.
There you go.
Awesome.
So that's your action. So you still have some movement and you still have your bonus action. If you
I
have
think I
something-
used all of my 30 movement to get here.
Okay.
Just to be honest. But I do still have my bonus action. Yes.
Right. So if you had something that you could do with your bonus action.
Yeah, I think that's the thing about being like the character I picked because I'm new to the game. I like didn't.
Right.
I don't have heaps of bonus actions. I don't think. So I
No,
think
but
that is
usually
kind
people don't.
of, yeah. Okay. Right. So it's more like mages and stuff.
Right. Well, just different classes have different reasons for that.
Yeah. I think mine's more like the shield master's shove. If I had to move someone like next to someone that needed a hand, I could have shoved someone, which would have been yeah. So I get you. That's cool. All right. Wednesday, stop it. All right. I'm good now.
All right.
Thank you.
Countess continues their assault. Let's see. Who are they going to target here? I would assume they probably didn't see Tim running or wasn't directly on there because they weren't attacked by them. So I think I'm going to go after you, Cedric.
It's fair.
Gonna move right over here, still in the air. They are gonna throw their javelin down at you. Is a 23 to hit.
Yup. That hits.
All right. You're going to take 4 piercing damage and 14 lightning damage.
Oh shit. You said 4 and 14.
Yes, but the javelin is now pinned down in the as it slashed past your rib cage, is now pinned into the stone floor. Let me see if their blast reach does.
Don't bite me. What the hell?
But that is all for now. Giorgio, we're back to you.
Okay. I will continue to move. I'm doing mental math correctly. I should be about halfway down to the next section.
Well, as long as you were out of sight, you would not need to continue moving.
So I will continue moving. Giorgio was already having had his PTSD triggered, and so now this is 100 times worse than you would ever expect it to be. Nobody else knows that he's still running, obviously, because he's out of sight, but I will continue to move until I get to the bottom of the tower, and then I will find a place to hide.
Okay. Go ahead and give me another wisdom saving throw.
Yeah. So I've got a 5 and 3, so an 8.
Right, not. Still frightened.
Is it frightening just permanent? Or is there a
You reroll the
permanent
wisdom.
until we
You
get out
reroll
of
the
it.
saving
Right,
throw,
it's
time-wise.
up to 1 minute.
Okay.
which
this-
would be what's that? 10 turns.
Yeah.
Yeah, each turn is essentially 6 seconds. That we are back to the top of the round with Tim.
Am I moving or no? No, because
You are out of sight. Yes, you're fine where you're at. You wouldn't be able to. Plus, you wouldn't be able to move anywhere without getting closer to the Countess, so you couldn't move if you wanted to.
okay. Cool, great.
Almost.
Yeah.
Cedric, we are back to you.
Back to me.
Cedric.
She's still 25-ish feet up in the air.
Yes, she is staring down at you. Without her javelin, but she is staring down at you.
Okay. Spiritual weapon will be the first thing that I
Okay.
attempt here. A 10. I don't think hits.
No, unfortunately, it does not. It swings wide, and she ducks out gracefully.
Okay. I am. She's probably not human in any sort of way. I'm gonna.
Unfortunately, she's a monstrosity.
Yeah. I'm gonna go ahead and cast Blink.
Okay.
So if it's a 11 or higher, I vanish.
Okay. See it. Yeah.
Cool.
Do you blink out of this plane, or are you?
Yeah, I blink out of this plane of existence, and then at the start of my next turn, I return to any sort of space of my choosing that is 10 feet, within 10 feet of where I disappeared from previous.
Right. Okay. You would be. This is where you left, right here.
Yeah, I was
so.
on the little. Yeah.
All right. Chugrulk, you are up.
Okay. All right. All right. From what I've gathered, I'm going to just go up to this thing.
Okay. As you run by, you see the javelin stuck in the ground at your feet, right about where that yellow mark is, where you saw Cedric suddenly
Face.
and just blink out into a singularity and disappear. But you see the javelin still stuck in the ground. This triangular, very well-made metallic javelin.
So as I run past this javelin, I'm going to attempt to Excalibur it from the ground.
Okay. Give me an athletics check as you try to run by and rip it from the rocks.
Yeah. Oh yeah, you wait for it.
Absolutely. You pull it up with ease.
Yeah, let's go. That's what I'm about. I'm gladiator right here. All right, so what I'm doing is I'm going with that momentum and I'm shoving this thing straight down the chest.
Well, she's up in the air about 25 feet.
Hey, this is a javelin. I'm throwing this thing.
Okay, you're throwing it. Okay, that's what I was just
Yeah,
like.
yeah.
The way you made it sound like you were just like
Oh no,
You
no,
know,
sorry, yeah, my bad. I was thinking
giving her a full frontal to the. Yeah, I was like,
and I'm yeeting.
okay,
Sorry, my bad. Yeah, I'm yeeting this thing into the chest of this thing above me.
right. So go ahead and add your strength plus your proficiency bonus. So it should be a +8, I believe.
Right, yep. So
So
I'll
whatever you
a-
roll, yeah. So you'd
Yeah, I'll
roll a
just
d20 and +8.
Was that? Yep. So we got. Ooh.
Unfortunately, that
Oh.
misses as the javelin sails wide and sticks up in the roof.
So the javelin is gone. So with my second throw, how high is this thing above me if I'm standing at its feet?
From where you are right there, about 25 feet above you.
25 feet above me. Okay. And just to clarify, with my thrown weapon, it's 10/30. How does that work with the disadvantage? With 25?
This would be a disadvantage because you're in the long range.
Yeah. So I'm between the two. Yeah. Okay.
You'd roll.
Yeah,
you'd-
so anything more than 30, you cannot reach.
right.
I can't reach at all.
So,
right?
yeah,
Whereas
so
in
anything
between the
less
two
than
is
Up to 10 is normal. Between 10 and 30 is disadvantage. Over 30 and it is unreachable.
Yeah, so the same as the crossbow, but with way more range. Yeah, I get you. Okay, that's good.
I would.
Good
Yeah.
to know.
In this instance, you're probably better off
Better
with
with
the
the
crossbow.
Yeah, 100%. Yeah, that's why I was just curious.
Yeah, and with your
So,
long
yeah,
reach, using that weapon is kind of pointless because you
Yeah,
have
100%.
10-foot reach.
Yeah, no, yeah. Okay. So I'm gonna go with as you said, with my second one, being that we've lodged the weapon in the ceiling. I'm gonna pull my crossbow and take a
Okay.
second shot at this thing.
Go for it.
So
The 10,
Yikes.
unfortunately, 10 does not hit.
yeah. Okay, so I'm going to how much did I move? I moved 5.
You moved about
I'm gonna move
15, 20
back.
feet. Yeah.
Yeah, I'm gonna move my other 15 to here because that's all I got.
Okay. With that, Countess is going to try to fly up and grab their spear. Let's see if they're able to.
Damn, I thought.
They are not. They're gonna action to do that. So you can see they're struggling. This is not a overly strong creature. Very agile creature, but not a very strong one. But they are trying to pull their weapon out from. They thought that blow would have taken you down, Cedric. They see you have disappeared, confusingly, but they're trying to garner their weapon one more time. Giorgio, we're back to you.
Okay. I will proceed down. So I know that you said we were about 260 feet up. Where I'm at, this spiral staircase, am I able to just go straight down now? Because then we had to cross over one of the rooms.
You would need at this point to probably go around the perimeter, so it would take longer.
Okay, so when we talked about the 4 or 5 turns, it's probably closer to 10 turns?
Yep.
Okay, so this will be the third, I think.
Right.
And so I will continue to move, and I've got a 12 as my save.
That's with your bonus?
Yeah, with the bonus of 3.
Yeah, it's still not enough.
That's it. That's all I got. I'm running and I'm hiding. So, it was the if you guys remember the mutated stuff that we found in the little city portion before we crossed the open field, which is why since then I have done basically nothing in combat.
Absolutely fair.
Tim, we're back to you.
Cool. All right. Great. See you next turn.
Cedric.
Why did my cat be on the table for like 2 seconds? Every single hair on her body.
I'm going to. These pillars just go straight up to the ceiling, I'm assuming, right?
Right, they go up about 30, 35 feet up.
Damn. Okay. Well, I'm going to pop back in. Here.
Okay.
Spiritual weapon's gonna do its thing.
Okay.
Spiritual weapon will not do its thing.
Damn.
And then I'm going to go ahead and cast Cure Wounds on myself. And heal for 9 damage.
Okay.
And then I'm going to... go here. And then hopefully blink out of existence.
Okay.
Oh, wrong one, sorry.
Hey, I still like to
It's not. There we go.
Yep.
Okay.
You blink out of. Again, you see as Cedric just drains down into a singular point and vanishes once more.
That's so cool that you can still see and hear things, like, but not in color.
Mm-hmm.
Chugrulk,
Actually, right.
we are back to you.
Alrighty. Alright. So you phased out, Cedric. I was gonna heal you, but that's okay. What do we got here? So this thing is not moved. It's still floating in the same spot, correct?
It's up on the ceiling. They've moved up trying to grab the javelin, so they're about like 35 foot in the air.
35 now. Okay. That is good to know. What I'm going to do is I'm going to move again back to where I was. So that's 5, 10, 15 to where I was, and I'm going to shoot my crossbow out again.
Okay, show me the first bolt. Fortunately, 8 does not hit.
Alright, second one.
Yeah, 17 just hits.
Let's go.
7 damage.
We'll take the 7. Okay. And then again, I'm going to move back.
This thing is starting to show some damage.
That's what I want
Good.
to hear.
Good.
What I
As you
want to
see
hear.
a bolt now sticking out of the back of this creature. And they are going to try to get the javelin out one more time. Successfully. At this point, they are going to... They're going to fly... Giving up on the javelin, are going to try to fly over here to the nest. They're going to fly down to the ground, and you see them searching frantically for something. And they are going to end there. Giorgio.
We will continue to move, and I will... This is turn 4.
Yeah, so you would just be getting to the stairs here.
Okay.
The next level.
So I've rolled a 2, so that's a 5 total,
Oh my God.
which is absolutely
Jesus,
fantastic. Yeah, we're gonna keep moving. That's
Fucking
it. That's all I
dice,
got.
man.
Yeah. So that's the fourth of probably 10 turns. Yeah.
Yeah. Back to Tim.
He was having similar issues.
We are all struggling with this last floor.
Cool. See you next turn.
Yeah.
Oh my god,
That's
Tim.
rude.
Man.
Oh.
Was this sort of curious? You don't have to tell us, obviously, but I'm curious what the DC actually is.
DC is 17.
It is 17. Okay, so
Of
we
fucking
we
course
weren't
it
on.
is.
Yeah.
Yeah, you were
literally
painfully
one
close,
off.
yeah.
Both of us were 1 off. If we had rolled the 17, we would roller wins, right?
Right.
So yeah,
So wrong.
fantastic.
D&D.
Yeah, this is how it goes.
Dice-based games, I like it.
Cedric, back to you.
Okay. I'll come back into existence. And now she's on the ground looking in her nest, right?
Yes, you see her scrounging for something in the nest.
I am going to run up. And we're gonna go ahead and. Yeah, we're gonna go ahead and cast Inflict Wounds.
Okay. See it. 21 hits. Yes, absolutely. As you drive your fingertips. Oh my god.
For 32 damage.
Hair very bloodied.
And then I'm gonna move my spiritual weapon and hopefully whack it
Okay. 22 hits again.
for 6.
More. They are very bloodied at this point.
And then, bye, bitch.
As you see again, Cedric just vanish.
Cedric doesn't want to get healed by me. Every single time I'm sitting here with his turn, I'm like, oh man, I'm about to run, but like give him a slap on the back heal. And
Yeah.
then he's like, no, we'll heal later. It's fine.
Chugrulk, you are up.
All right. That being said,
Punch her in the back of the head and then leave before she has a chance to turn around.
oh, you know it. All right, I'm going in there. I'm longswording. She's on the
All right.
ground.
Yes,
I'm,
she is.
I'm, again, she's made that mistake. I want to vocalize that to her. I said, you came to our level. You've fucked up.
Now you fucked up.
That hits.
That's
Go ahead and
it.
roll for damage.
Yeah, I mean, I said it. You fucked up. Came down here.
11.
Should have stayed up.
All right. They are grievously wounded.
All right.
Fortunately, the second strike does not hit. They,
All right.
They dart out of the way, attempting to try to flee at this point.
I'm gonna spit right on the ground next to their face, and then shake my head and end my turn.
Countess
Boom.
is going to...
I've upset her. Feel it.
She's quite furious at this point. She's going to take some swipes at you.
Sorry.
One is an 18, and the other one is a 17. I don't think either one of those hit.
Neither hit. My
The
gladiators-
talons come out, but she is heavily depleted on abilities without this javelin. She's reduced now to her primal weaponry. And she is unsuccessful. She is, however, going to try to disengage, but I think you have Sentinel, don't you?
I do.
You have Sentinel. She's going to try to flee, so you do get an opportunity attack.
So what I'm gonna say as they try to flee is I'm gonna say, I've dealt with your kind before. I've fought beasts in the ring. This isn't gonna happen. And I'm gonna hit it with my Sentinel.
Okay, well, go ahead and give me an attack with the longsword again. See if you hit. Absolutely. Her speed is reduced to 0, and she is stuck in place.
Oh, shit.
Yes.
Whoops, I rolled it just off of a complete like just habit. We're good.
She is bleeding from every orifice, every strike, every blast, and now this necrotic energy as, Cedric had dug in and done a massive amount of damage. She is on death's door. But we are back at Georgio.
I'm gonna keep on moving.
Alright.
And we've got this time it's a 10, so we are still not getting there.
Fortunately, no.
Hey, you're still trying, You've got that mental fortitude.
You're doing your
that
best.
Yeah.
Yeah. It's hard, man. You're going through a rough time.
halfway
right?
halfway down the clock tower.
Yeah, that's it. Bro, they brought up a really hard time in your past. We respect it.
Tim, you see your companions on the other side over here now bringing this creature low. With that bit of inspiration, I will give you advantage on the saving throw.
Let's go.
There it is.
You are able to shake it off, watching your companions.
Christ.
So you do have your turn. So you didn't burn your action, you didn't move, so
This bitch.
can you deliver the killing blow?
Doubt it. 5, 10, 15, 20, 25, 30.
Shiny's more or less beat. I can see it. Shiny is destroyed.
Yeah, I'm gonna cast Scorching Ray.
See it. Yes. See the other ones before we do the damage.
Oh shit, that's right. It's 3.
3.
Yeah.
1. 1. 1.
But
Those are
one.
damages.
Hey,
So
we
one-
still got one.
So 11
Oh, there's
damage.
3 damages, right? Oh, yeah.
It's 3 beams, right?
It's 3 total beams, so you need to attack 3 times.
Oh,
3
my
hits.
bad. I thought. Okay, my
3
bad.
times to hit.
Sorry.
You hit once. Miss. One more. Yeah, just hits. You got 2
So
strikes.
keep the same order, and then the first one
So-
for 12, the second one for
Yeah,
4
the
damages,
12.
and then the third one for 11. I mean, that way it kind of makes sense.
Yeah,
So
makes sense,
23?
yeah.
Describe
23.
to me how.
23.
Yeah.
Describe to me how you end this. Come to your senses and are
Do
able
it.
to shake off the fears of your resurrection in this form, and you push through with the anger. Tell me how you do this.
I'm never good at this type of thing. I don't know. I just walk around. Okay. I walk around the corner and I just pull out my wand and I just yell at her. I'll just go, "Hey, bitch!" and just blast her fucking a bunch of times. That's it. That's all I got.
I love it. I love it.
Nice.
Chugrulk, you see just over the top of your shoulders 2 bolts of arcane fire sail at this creature, striking her center mass as she is flung back against the bones and wreckage on the opposite end as the fire engulfs her in arcane energy and flame, and she is no more. Cedric, if you'd like to bounce back to where you were, or, well, you can't because Chugrulk's there, but you are back in the picture now, and we are out of combat. Giorgio, you hear the screams begin to subside in your mind. Fear beginning to exit your senses.
Brad, you
Oh,
should just roll. Just roll. I want to see it. Roll a wisdom saving throw now. I just want.
Yeah,
I just want you guys to know. I sent this to StopperJJ in a message. I've been intentionally rolling these all at disadvantage, but none of my rolls have been high enough. So I've rolled.
Oh, you've been rolling at
Every
disadvantage?
single one.
I didn't know
rolled,
that.
like, yeah, but it doesn't matter. Like it doesn't matter. Like I was
okay.
doing that just to see,
Everyone.
but literally every one of them was less. I
That's-
rolled. So I've rolled what 12 wisdom saves, and
Yeah.
none of them succeeded.
None of them hit.
Oh.
So here's
really
one.
quickly, before this phase finishes, what I'm gonna do is, because of the big gladiator spectacle that we've created, I'm going up to Tim and I'm gonna try and give him one of those big old fucking gridiron, like chest bumps with back bumps, and then I'm assuming that he's no idea what's going on, and he's flat faced. He's so pissed about what's going on. So it's
Tim,
just,
give me a dexterity saving throw as Chugrulk goes to
Yeah, that's
fist
it.
bump you.
I'm coming at you.
A big boy comes out now.
17.
17.
There we
You're able
go.
to duck out of the way,
Oh, thank you.
And then
but you still
I'm
fall on your
disappointed.
ass doing.
Yeah, that's it. I'm like, man, I thought it was a broom, man.
It's like watching a linebacker come up and try to chest bump a fucking swimmer.
That's it, Shit, man, we had that.
I'm gonna smash these eggs.
Nice. Can we cook them?
Go for it.
We got rack
with
racks,
that-
that's it.
They're being smashed.
I got some goodies for y'all because I'm sure you're like, fuck, we just went through hell.
I almost died twice.
You did.
Shiny seems the most pissed, but Shiny, you're still healthy, brother.
Yeah, I
Did you
know.
take
but
any damage at all?
Yeah, I was dying out there, bro.
I only took damage during the first encounter, way in
Yeah.
the bottom of the tower.
Oh, right before today, yeah.
Right. So, this creature dispatched, you feel, as you kind of fall back, Tim and Chugrulk, you stumble forward in this thud against the column. You hear the javelin on the ceiling move a bit and fall down to the ground with a clanging sound. Down at your feet, this pristine... Go ahead. I'm sorry.
I was going to say, this is going to be a good... Like, I'm genuinely concerned that I'm not the person to be wielding this javelin, because it's about to fall down.
This pristine-looking weapon falls to the floor. In addition, as you were... Cedric, as you blink back into existence, or as you were blinking back into existence in this disgusting nest, you stepped on something peculiar. Something round and very ornate and shiny. Something that a bird would otherwise be attracted to. This badge-like disc with this ornate seal, this formal-looking seal of the city. You pick it up in your hand before you go over to smash up the nest full of eggs. Just instinctively, it catches your eye as something that seems out of place.
I am going to look at it, and while they're trying to do weird chest bump, back bump sort of things, I'm just gonna go ahead and try to put it into my stat or into like my sash or something.
Okay. For now, do you have homebrew enabled on your character sheet?
Yeah, I do.
Okay. Yeah, make sure you turn that on. And then you can search in your inventory. I believe it's a Stewart seal.
Sorry, a what seal?
Stewart's seal. Stewart, S-T-E-W-A-R-D. Seal, as in S-E-A-L.
Okay.
That's
I thought you said Stewart, and I was like,
oh, no,
wow,
not the name.
That's a really
Like
common name for this campaign.
like a steward of like the city.
Yeah.
Yeah, I thought you were saying Stewart's too. I was like, fun fact, there's a gas station chain in my area that's called Stewart's. I was like, oh, I know that.
Yes, Chugrulk, you see the javelin fall to the ground, having fallen out of the wooden ceiling. While this is going on, Tim, you notice at this point the ladder that's kind of perched against one of the columns over here to the top left of the map. And you look up above, and there's a hatched door above the ladder. While this is going on, Georgio, what are you doing?
I suppose with the fear stopping, the frightened stopping whenever the thing dies, I guess I would slowly be making my way back, which might take a few minutes, because I would be exhausted.
Go ahead and give me a Constitution saving throw.
Yep. So that's a 6 on the roll, but I've got for Constitution +4, so a 10.
10?
And you
Okay,
get 10, yeah.
you're successful. You don't gain a point of exhaustion.
Okay, cool. So I'll make it back eventually. I don't know. I think I'm a little bit rattled still. I'm not really thinking straight. So just I'll just mull around until somebody asks me something or we do something, I don't know.
Cedric, were you able to find the item?
I was,
Okay. If not, I can add it to your inventory.
No, I got it in my inventory.
Okay. It does require attunement.
Yep.
At which point you can go over the stuff, but you'll be able to see what it does.
Yeah.
But, Tim, you do see this ladder reaching up to another room above of this main rookery. A hatch, if you will, above the top of this ladder. And it doesn't look like a makeshift ladder. This looks like it was intentional.
We're going.
Oh, additionally, but with the seal that you picked up, Cedric, underneath it you noticed a sealed letter that accompanied the seal. It is quite dirty and dingy, but it is still sealed with a wax seal that matches the seal on the disc that you picked up.
Okay.
As you open it, it reads, "My child, take this treasure of mine and run. Hide it in a safe place outside the castle. Then flee the city. No matter what happens, know that I will always love you. Papa."
I also
Aw,
just pocket that.
cute.
Throw that in the garbage. Take the thing. Like,
Was this read out? Wait, was this read out loud?
No, this is what Cedric would have picked up. So you all don't
Okay.
you all don't see this unless you're actively watching him.
That's okay. Well, I'm kind of near him, so I was just curious because it does kind of affect what I would do if I could see. Or hear that.
Well, you would pick. Did you pick up the javelin?
Yeah.
I would say you were probably a bit more preoccupied with the javelin, but go ahead and roll me
Yeah.
a d6.
Okay.
Unfortunately, no. You would have been more preoccupied with the javelin.
Actually, isn't probably unfortunate. That's probably fortunate. Actually, with
Okay.
what I was thinking.
Okay.
So nice.
So, back to Tim. Are you proceeding up the ladder?
Oh hell yeah.
So do I need to add anything to my inventory with that javelin? Sorry.
Yes. You can add a javelin of lightning to your
So
inventory.
is that a custom item or is that just a?
I believe it's in D&D Beyond. If
Okay.
not, I can make a custom item.
Javelin of lightning. Yeah. Okay.
I don't know if it requires attunement. If it has a little triangle that has an A on it, it requires attunement.
It does not.
Okay. And you're
Okay,
good.
cool.
It's just an uncommon.
The seal does require attunement.
Yeah.
But Tim, as you proceed up the ladder, your scientific curiosity getting the best of you,
Of course.
you don't find any more creatures. What you do find,
Some
you
goodies.
step up into an
The
attic.
streets.
No. You fall off the roof. No. No, you step into what looks like a very odd bedroom, an attic space of a very disorganized individual. The former clockmaster's apartment has seen better days. But it seems that at some point, adventurers may have made camp here.
I am gonna look around. I want to investigate and see if I find anything of interest up here.
So this is the staircase. Like, this is the little ladder that's top left, right?
Yes.
Oh.
So I'll go ahead and
Yeah.
pull this up for you all.
Yeah. So I thought it was. I just wasn't sure.
It's- You all are in the
I was actually gonna go up
Clockmaster's-
here to fight the fucking thing, but I didn't realize. I'm lucky I didn't because I didn't realize it was a.
Well, there's a
Closed
hatch right
door.
here. You would come in at
Yeah,
this,
there's a
this
hatch.
hatch door. You wouldn't have
Okay.
been able to get through.
Yeah.
Please.
Right. Yeah.
It wasn't locked,
Well,
but it wasn't. You
I
would have
could've-
required
yeah.
an action.
I wouldn't have been able to like sit on there and just like snipe down. Yeah. I guess.
Right. So, Tim, you were saying you were investigating the area.
Oh, sorry. I'll just pop myself there.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah, yeah.
Give me an investigation check, just for 10. Not great, but you do find in one of the dormer chests at the end of one of the beds a pair of greater healing potions,
Nice.
and you also find a
You said so. Real quick, just so I got him. Two. You said a pair.
two greater healing potions. Yes.
Ooh, two of them.
And then, yeah, make sure you select the greater ones because they are stronger.
Yeah, I see. So add to backpack. Okay.
And you also find one additional vial of the same ointment that Chugrulk has.
Okay. Let me just scroll back up to see what that
I think
was.
it's Autoluke's ointment. Something. Forget the
Yeah.
name. Yeah, Chugrulk has it in his inventory. It's 4 charges. It's like 4.
Yeah, so I've still got 3 left. I could actually get like, is it possible for me to give one to each person?
Yeah, you can use it however. Especially
Yeah, I was
outside of
just wasn't sure
combat, yeah. It's an action to
because,
use
like-
in combat, but you could use it right now and everybody can use it.
But I can use it for any. But my question is, can I give it to someone else? Only because
Yes.
I asked that because, just hear me out. I only asked that because it says that it's, when I click on it, it's like, this glass jar 3 inches in diameter contains blah blah blah. So it's like, do I have 3 jars to contain it into?
No, it's 1 jar, but it has enough of the ointment for 4
Yeah.
charges.
So you can't share it around. You have to like, one person has to hold it. I get you. But I could give
I mean-
1 charge to Shiny, and then we'd
Right.
have 2 each. Yeah.
I mean, I really just picture like, like hair gel. You just fucking scoop it in.
Yeah, yeah.
Yeah, it's
No,
essentially what it
I was
is.
just trying to like, I'm just trying to
Yeah.
understand a little
It's
bit
like
about
Tiger
it, 'cause,
Balm.
yeah.
It's
But I could give like, only because he has a container now, I could give him some of mine rather than me having 3 and him having 1, correct?
you would
Well,
it would
I think he has 1 container with charges.
One
So I only have 1
container.
container as well. Yeah, I only have 1 container, but Mike, so it says this glass jar 3 inches in diameter contains 1d4 plus 1, so we rolled that and it was 4 doses of a thick mixture that smells faintly of aloe. The jar contains
right, you can't break up the charges. You have
Right.
1 jar, but it has
Yep.
4 uses. Like you
Yes.
in the same way
And
when
I've
you have
used one.
sunscreen, you're not going to use all the sunscreen at one time. It would have
Yeah.
enough for like 4 or 5, 10 uses, whatever it is. But
So
you
we-
can't
so
break
does-
it up into addition. You can't like make separate items from it. Is that what you're asking?
Well, I guess like I'm asking in that like, so it says that when I had it was 4 charges. But I'm saying that I assume that when we got it, we rolled to understand how many charges it was in it.
No,
Am
I
I wrong?
told you it had 4 charges.
Right, only because like
I
if
rolled
clicked
it.
that.
Yeah, no.
You rolled it, yeah.
I rolled it.
So
Yeah.
I was like,
Just
yeah, so
ignore
you
that
gave
thing
us
about the
4
charges and
Right, yeah.
ignore the charges.
Right, no, that's all right. Only because I saw the glass jar thing, and again, being
Right,
fucking
right.
playing other games, I wasn't sure if like you can, administer it if you have more jars, etc., etc. So, sorry, that's my bad. Again,
no,
I'm
no,
just
you're
trying to
good, you're
understand
good. Yeah.
where the thing lies. But yeah, only because we got another jar, I was like curious if I could
Right.
give
So
some to
you would
Shiny
have
in case
7
we're
total
separated.
charges right now.
Oh, so Shiny got 4 with his 1 jar. Oh, right.
Yes.
Okay, that's fucking crazy.
Yes.
Right.
Yeah, I just have a
I thought you got
gonna
1
write-
charge, and so I thought you
No,
were
no,
like
no.
sitting on like a quarter jar.
1 jar. 1 jar.
Yeah,
4 charges.
sweet.
Brand new. Unused.
Awesome. No worries. Yep. My
Sorry.
bad.
Sorry for the.
No, that was completely me. Honestly, that was just me fucking being weird.
In addition to this, Tim, as you begin to search and you have the assistance of everyone, also find you notice a bookshelf off to the right-hand side, a small makeshift crate-like bookshelf.
Books.
Books as well as letters,
Looks Jerry.
most of which are addressed to either the Clockmaster or members of the Academy, or stemming from members of the Academy. One of which you grab, noticing a more ornate seal upon it. It has been opened prior, but you open the letter and you read, Sir Clockmaster, thank you for writing to me. I know you and your family have toiled hard for generations to keep the clock tower, despite the main mechanism failing a century ago. I must admit, I long believed the clock tower was a frivolous bit of architecture, based on a long debunked cosmological theory. Nevertheless, a recent discovery upon the Isle of Skye has ignited my curiosity. The original machinery dates beyond antiquity, and many key components appear similar to devices found in several ancient elvish sites in Skye. Though I cannot speak to their original purpose, examining the clock tower mechanism indicates several delicate parts are heavily damaged and others are now missing, including the power source. We are confident components recovered from Sky could be used to repair it. These components are due to arrive at the Inscrutable Tower September 13th. Please make arrangements for our mages and artificers to begin work on repairs the following week. Unfortunately, you will need to vacate the premises for the foreseeable future. We will draw up arrangements for the Amethyst Academy to lease the building. Best regards, Archmage Adriana Mordiria, Amethyst Academy. You recognize this name.
Oh, I know I do.
This was the last Archmage before the city was struck by the meteor.
Oh.
The last Archmage of Drakenheim. And the 13th was 2 days before the incident.
Wild.
How convenient.
But I can send you that later. I'll make a PDF clip of it and send you the letter.
Sounds good.
Oh yeah, that'd be good.
That's what you find with your brief searching of the apartment.
Nice.
But you all do notice that you are well and truly above the haze. There are beds.
Oh,
They
let's
are
go.
not the cleanest in the world, but at this point you all are quite taxed. Some of you on a lot closer to death than others. Some of you mentally taxed from the incident. But where you are now and where you stand and where you rest, you could benefit from a long rest in this location.
Nice.
We could benefit from a long rest in this location, I believe, guys.
Yeah.
I'm with you.
I would agree. If I needed the rest.
Yeah, Tim needs to power down for a sec.
That's the word.
I'll just.
At this point, what would you all like to do?
I'm not gonna lie. I'd like to ask, with intrigue, what kind of a letter did Cedric pick up? Being that I did notice that there was some kind of like filigree in, like with intention. It seemed like some kind of a compassionate letter that I witnessed. He was near me.
Cedric, do you show the letter from what you found?
Yeah, I don't know. It was just some sort of nonsense talking about a gift that that someone was giving. But it was sealed. I didn't know if it would have significance to someone else later on.
So I'm gonna ask if I can take that letter, and I'm gonna begin reading it, like with intention, in this room. And I'm not gonna lie, I'm gonna say that it upsets me quite a lot. It reminds me of the love letter that I still hold. The love letter that's from my forgotten land, from where I came from where I, had to leave due to circumstances. But yeah, this letter clearly upsets me quite a lot, and yeah, I'm gonna read it and just throw it to the floor and be quite upset.
I'm gonna pick it back up.
Hey man, can I have that letter? And then just like minutes later.
Giorgio and Tim, how do you
Cool.
how do you two react to witnessing this?
I'm not concerned.
Yeah, I mean, I'm not really. Doesn't really make a difference to me.
I'm gonna take that as well as I won't like let this be too known, but I'm gonna just kind of push myself into bed and fall asleep quite depressed. I've long lost my comrades in my gladiator heritage. This, at least there I had some people that would understand. I'm gonna feel quite forlorn and I'm out.
Okay. Cedric, what are you doing in this situation as you watch Chugrulk begin to take down rest? It is now beginning to get dark as you see the fading light in the horizon. The gray skies turning to black and blue above your heads. But you don't sense the charged and contaminated air around you that you become so familiar with while in the city.
I'm gonna go ahead and attempt to fall asleep here. Because the ethereal plane's just freaking weird. I'm exhausted, so
Tell me about it.
yeah, I'm just gonna get comfortable and attempt to pass out.
Okay. Giorgio, having
I would
experienced...
like to go to sleep.
Okay. You do anything before you take rest?
No.
Tim, what about you?
I did my sleuthing. I'm just gonna power on down for the night. Gotta do one of these.
You all lay down, taking your rest for the first time deep inside the city, unhindered by the haze that has otherwise thwarted your progress up until now. But no less understanding your mortality in this situation, having come dangerously close to life-ending circumstances multiple times in your progression in this tower. Understanding now, as you all had seen, stretching out around the city, just how dangerous this place can be, even to the prepared. But you all are able to take your rest for the first time in the city of Drakenheim.
Nice.
And you all have reached the next level.
Nice.
That's what I wanted to hear, baby.
As you take your rest, we'll go ahead and
Long
end
rest?
things there for the evening.
Let's go.
A psychotic breaking of the mind was worth it.